Hey, what's up, guys? We are live, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in with me tonight, man. I think we got us a pretty good stream tonight. What's up, Christy? What's up, everybody on Rumble, YouTube? What's up, guys? Sorry about the internet. Hopefully, Xfinity has got their shit together. Yesterday went pretty smooth. So let's go ahead and we're gonna start out with Robert Frank. I don't know if y'all know who Robert Frank is, but this dude's fucking hilarious, dude. Hold on, there we go. What's up, guys? Appreciate y'all tuning in with me tonight, man. But yeah, let's start out with Robert Frank. We're gonna start out with some funny shit, and then we're gonna get into some more serious shit. Candace Owens apparently is going after Ben Shapiro, and then if we got time, we're gonna check out some more shit on Jack Doherty and when good cops nearly died. But let's start out with Robert Frank, man. This dude's fucking hilarious, dude.
On Friday we do arms. Cause if you want your bacon bazooka in a shit shed while you're watching Beavis and Butthead, your arms better be fucking small.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Hold on. We got to rewind.
On Wednesday we do arms.
Hold on.
On Tuesday we do arms.
No, go back.
Cause if you want to give a chick an Oklahoma hand grenade in the back of an Escalade, your arms better be fucking small. On Tuesday we do arms. Cause if you want to give a chick an Oklahoma hand grenade in the back of an Escalade, your arms better be fucking small. On Tuesday we do arms.
Why won't it go back?
Cause if you want to give a chick an Oklahoma hand grenade in the back of an Escalade, on Wednesday we do arms. On Friday we do arms. Cause if you want your bacon bazooka in a shit shed while you're watching Beavis and Butthead, your arms better be fucking small.
Yeah, small.
On Wednesday we do arms. Cause if you want to leave something slimy all over Heine.
Yeah.
No.
Your arms better be fucking small.
On Wednesday we do arms. On Tuesday we do arms. Cause if you want to give a chick an Oklahoma hand grenade in the back of an Escalade, your arms better be. I'm Robert Frank, and I'm gonna demonstrate the proper way to ask someone to move their gym bag.
Okay.
The wrong way.
Excuse me, ma'am, is this your bag?
The proper way. Move your fucking bag! I'm Robert.
Hey, get your bag the fuck out of here. Get that shit out of here.
On the first. On Friday we do arms. Cause if you want to be in the back of the C class, sticking your meat mass where she rips ass. Your arms better be fucking. On Friday we.
Where does he come up with this shit? Where does this shit come from, man?
I'm Robert Frank, and I'm gonna demonstrate the proper way to hit on a Latina at the gym. The wrong way.
Hola, tú eres muy bonita.
The proper way. Dummy, too fucking cool. I'm Robert Frank. On Wednesday we do arms. Cause if you want to blow her back out while she's got the turtle peeking its head out.
Oh my god!
Her arms better be fucking small.
I don't even have an ad-lib for that.
On Wednesday we do arms.
On Tuesday, we do arms. As if you want a pretty lady milking your cow.
Before you dump a load on her unibrow.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, why is he dressed up like a cow? Why is that dude dressed up like a cow?
On Tuesday, We do arms. As if you want a pretty lady milking your cow.
Before you dump a load on her unibrow.
Oh, fuck.
On Tuesday.
On Monday we do chest. Cause if you want to listen to Pink Floyd while she's tongue punching your hemorrhoid.
No.
On Monday.
That's
This is one of the most.
On Saturday we do arms. Cause if you want a chick you're paying by the hour, get in the Eiffel Tower by you and your boy in the shower. Your arms better be fucking swole.
What the fuck is the Eiffel Tower? What the hell is that? Where does he come up with this bullshit?
On Friday we do arms. Cause if you want to fill her muff gutter with your nut butter till she starts to fucking stutter, your arms better be fucking swole. On Friday we do arms. Cause if
Your arms better be fucking swole.
in Pride Month we do legs. Cause if you want two dudes you thought were chicks, asking them to play tummy sticks. Your legs better be swole.
Two dudes you thought were chicks asking you to play tummy sticks. Holy shit.
On Wednesday we do arms. Cause if you want to make a thick midget fidget while you're motorboating her whisker biscuit,
Play the motorboat?
better be fucking swole.
You motorboating son of a bitch, you old sailor, you.
Jesus Christ, dude. This dude's insane.
On Tuesday we do arms. Cause if you want to count the wrinkles on her stink star, back of the fucking jacket. Your arms better be fucking.
This is nuts.
I'm Robert Frank, and I'm going to demonstrate the proper way how to walk in front of someone's camera as they're filming their set. The wrong way.
I'm sorry.
The proper way. What? It's a public gym. What? Because you're filming your fucking set?
Yeah, get your shit out of
Absolutely
here.
love this.
On Friday, we do arms. Because if you want a thick mommy giving you head,
While making barnyard noises behind the shed. Your arms better
No.
be
No.
on Friday, on Thanksgiving, we do arms. Because if you want your little pilgrim spraying groin gravy on some jugs that are perky, while you're carving the turkey, your arms better be fucking. On Thanksgiving,
Wait.
we do on
Why was that guy dressed
On
as a
Thanksgiving,
turkey?
we do arms. Because if you want your little pilgrim spraying groin gravy on some jugs that are perky while you're carving the turkey, your arms better be
Fucking crazy, dude. I like how that guy's dressed up as
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
they're
let's pump it
whatever
up.
they're talking about.
On Halloween, we do arms. Because if you want a chick giving you a blumpkin while you're carving the pumpkin,
Oh, yeah.
Fuck is a
your arms
pumpkin?
better be fucking swole. On Monday, we do chest. Because if you want a thick chick giving you a Portuguese snowblower in the back,
What the hell is a Portuguese snowblower?
right? And I'm gonna
Wait, go back.
On Monday, we do chest. Because if you want a thick chick giving you a Portuguese snowblower in the back of her Land Rover, your pecs better be swole. I'm Robert Frank, and I'm gonna demonstrate the proper way to confront someone wearing pajamas in the gym.
Okay.
The wrong way.
Let's see it.
Excuse me, sir. We don't allow pajamas in the gym.
The proper way. Take off your fucking pajamas! You want a blankie? I'm in a fucking bedtime story, piece of shit!
Yeah,
I'm Robert
bitch.
Frank, and I'm gonna on Halloween, we do chest. Because if you want to knock the cobwebs off her wiener mitten while she's meowing like a kitten, your pets better be fucking.
He's
On
dressed like a
Halloween, we
cat.
do chest. I'm Robert Frank, and I'm going to demonstrate the proper way to walk in front of someone's camera as they're filming their set. What? What, did I get in your way? What are you filming your set?
Yeah, fuck your camera.
I'm Robert Frank, and after weddings, we
Wait
do
a
all.
minute. Wait, hold on. Why is he dressed like? Why is he dressed like he's from the Middle East?
Because if you want to stick your salami in some punani while you're dressed like a Punjabi, your arms better be fucking swole.
I wonder how
After
long it
weddings-
takes him to come up with this shit.
see this,
One right.
Is that it?
you see this.
No, is that it? That can't be it.
If you
Is that it? Is that all he's got? That can't be it.
On the first day of Christmas. On Friday, we do all.
This is crazy, dude.
On Tuesday, we do
Where does he come up with this stuff?
On Friday.
Macho, let's.
Trying to see if he's got any more here. Should have more, I would think. There we
On
go.
Columbus Day, we do chest. Because if you want to be balls deep in a chick named Erica while you're discovering America.
Yo. Look at that picture. Oh my gosh.
On Friday, we do arms. Because if you want your love sauce to trickle, or she shits out her sewer pickle, your arms better be fucking small. On Friday, we do arms.
Dressed like a pickle, too.
On Friday, we do arms. Because if you want to fill her muff gutter with your nut butter till she starts to fucking stutter, your arms better be fucking small. On Friday, we do arms. Because if you want a chick with juicy buns, taking your beef where she has the runs, your arms better be fucking small. On Friday.
That's crazy.
On Monday, we do chest. Because if you want a chick down on her knees, spraying your ball cheese with a can of Febreze. Your bats better be fucking small. On Monday, we do chest. Because if you want to listen to Pink Floyd while she's tongue punching your hemorrhoid.
No, that's just nasty. Yo. Wait, no, come on, is that it? That can't be it.
I'm about to knock you out,
Roses are red, violets are blue. Those titties are fake, but my love is true. Roses are red.
Is that all he's got? He's got to have more than that.
We don't fucking need this.
Okay. Well, at any rate, we're going to switch gears. That's fucking hilarious, dude. I just stumbled across this guy. Maybe he's been on the internet for a while. But his shit is hilarious. I don't know where he comes up with this shit. But that shit is golden, man. But let's go ahead and jump. I want to find out about this Candace Owens bullshit. The fuck's going on there? What does Ben Shapiro know about Erica Kirk and Candace Owens? She is nuts. Who, Candace Owens? I think Ben Shapiro is a piece of shit, honestly. I don't really care for Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is a piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. Like, apparently he's shitting on all over Charlie Kirk and... Man. But anyways, let's see. Let's just see.
All right, you guys, happy Friday. Well, I just want to start by saying that it's pretty obvious that Ben Shapiro is terrified. We can all see that now that Charlie Kirk is dead. He seems to be...
Why don't you like her, Chrissy? Why don't you like Candace Owens? What's your beef with her?
taking multiple stages and demanding an allegiance to Erica Kirk. In fact, it almost seems like he's demanding that nobody inquire further about Erica Kirk. It's odd because Ben had no allegiance to Charlie Kirk when he was alive. So what is it about Charlie's widow in particular that is inspiring his very public nervous breakdown? Personally, I think he knows something about her. That is what I am sensing, that he knows something about Erica Kirk. And every time he speaks, I grow more certain that Israel might be involved with 9/10. So let's keep investigating. Welcome back to Candace.
Let's see. What is Ben Shapiro doing now?
The town is engulfed in flames.
Oh, fuck you, ads.
Let me see you bleed!
You know, Ben Shapiro just keeps calling my name out on stage. He's calling for me, and I'd like to show up for him today. Okay, last night he hit the stage at Turning Point USA's AmFest the other night.
Now, I agree with you on that. Kanye's a little whack. He's not quite all there, 100%. Yeah, Kanye's whacked.
And I'd like, first and foremost, just to let you all know, some people noticed that he wasn't on the AmFest list for years, and all of a sudden he's back on the speaker list beginning in 2024. I want to let you know how that actually happened. So the story goes, obviously, that in 2024, Ben fired me in March. Well, he would say management fired me.
I remember that.
But firing me wasn't enough. He wanted to make sure my reputation and livelihood was also destroyed. Of course, what happened thereafter is Charlie Kirk instantly came out and supported me because we were like brother and sister, always supporting each
Oh, Charlie Kirk supported her. I didn't realize that. I did not know that.
other publicly. And then I showed you guys a few episodes ago that we found out as I was going to speak in Dallas at their YWLS convention that Ben had sent an intern who was going to ask me a question while I was on stage, but we sort of rumbled this plan. And I called Ben out on stage. Ben did not like that I called him out on stage, so he began working behind the scenes to have Jewish donors start threatening Charlie to make sure that I wasn't invited to speak at year end because I was an anti-Semite. This is what Charlie told me. And instead, he wanted to be invited.
I didn't know her and Charlie Kirk were close like that. I had no idea. I had no fucking idea. I didn't even think her and Charlie had any. I mean, I know they knew who each other was, but I didn't realize they were talking back and forth like that. Watch Nuxanor on her. Okay.
So he's just going to purchase a friendship, right? So he comes at Turning Point USA, and this is what was divulged to me from Andrew Colvett at the time, willing to spend an offensive amount of money to be a part of AmFest. Like I said, that was told to me by Andrew Colvett directly because he wanted to say, look, like, obviously, you know, we are totally Charlie.
You know, I don't know who that is, but I've seen that guy several times. His face looks so familiar.
He's 100% on your side. This is like an offensive ad spend. I was like, take it, take his money. I could care less, obviously. And I knew that he was working with.
Like, I don't know if he's a congressman or if he's, you know, if he's, I don't know, maybe a movie actor. I have no idea, but I recognize it.
Barry Weiss to call and put an article out saying that the donors, the people on the board of TPUSA want Candace gone. All of this petty behind the scenes behavior because I called him out on stage. Okay. So quite literally, this is the definition of buying friends and influence and fame. Now, in case you're listening and thinking, is Ben Shapiro actually capable of that level of pettiness? I want to tell you a story about Thomas Sowell. Yes, Dr.
Well, I've always thought that Ben Shapiro was kind of a piece of shit, honestly. Some of the shit he says is so contradicting. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't like Ben Shapiro. I don't like the way he acts. There's just something really, really fucking slimy about him. I don't know why. He's a douche. He pushed for taking the vaccine. Yeah, fuck the vaccine. You know, they lied to us about that shit to begin with, anyways. When they said, oh, well, if you take the vaccine, you won't catch COVID. Oh, really? Well, people were taking taking the vaccine, he's still getting COVID. I've had COVID 4 times now. So that was a lie.
Dr. Thomas Sowell of Stanford. The story begins in 2023, shortly after October 7th. Ben was sort of having another one of his open nervous breakdowns, and his audience just went kaput. People just stopped watching his podcast because he was screaming at Americans that we needed to prioritize Israel, and people just didn't feel that way. Okay, it's not our country. I'm sorry that happened to you, but why do Americans need to be screamed at about what's happening in the Middle East? Anyways,
look, I mean, I guess if you're a Christian and you want to back Israel, I get it. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, why are we even worried about it? Like, it's not happening in our neck of the woods. Why we shouldn't even have any business being over there or even worrying about that shit. I don't know. I just think we got more crazy shit here at home we need to deal with.
Throughout this time, Brian Mast was wearing an IDF uniform in Congress, and he basically said that there's no such thing as an innocent Palestinian life. And when I saw this, as shared by Yashar Ali on X, I responded and I said that genocide.
And two, here's the thing. Like, I don't even know how you can really pick sides in that battle anyways. Like, Israel was minding their own fucking business. Hamas came in, killed like 2,000 people. Of course they retaliated. And maybe they went overboard. And yeah, I'm sure innocent Palestinians died as well. But I don't know who you can fault, because if that was America and we got attacked like that, don't you think we would have responded? And to think that we're somehow above the moral high ground, because in the wars that we've been in for the past 20 years, we've killed innocent civilians, I'm sure. But that don't fucking matter. So I don't know, man. I mean, did Israel need to respond? I think they did. If they didn't, it could have looked bad, but maybe they went a little overboard. At the end of the day, I don't know.
Language, no matter who shares it, is always wrong. Genocide is always wrong, is what I tweeted, and this caused an emotional breakdown.
Yeah, the killing of anybody is, should be looked down on. I mean, just stop the war, regardless of who's right or wrong. Kind of like us, man. We went into the Afghanistan war, and when we've bailed out of that Afghanistan war, and we can't even really say that we won that war. I feel bad for the civilians. The government is to blame. Yeah, the government's to blame 100%. But I just try to put ourselves in that same scenario. If that was us, and fucking, let's just say that Hamas came over here and, blew up a few or killed a few of our people. You don't think we'd be over there blowing shit up? I could almost guarantee you we would.
Amongst people who support Israel. I didn't think that was a controversial statement. I thought that was sort of what we all believed in. Genocide is always wrong. Anyways, for Ben, he then had some private event, probably at another Jewish donor's house.
If that was us, no one would help us out. Hate to say it. Yeah, I mean, nobody would help us out, but two, for some reason, we like to be in everybody else's business, man. Like, nobody, I don't know, man. I feel like we're in people's business just too much. Like the Ukraine and Russia war. Why are we sending money to Ukraine, knowing that Ukraine is not going to win that war, and we knew they weren't going to win that war? But why are we sending them money to keep it like just kind of treading along? Like we're just wasting money. We could use all that money to get some of the fucking homeless people off the street. Yeah, let's take care of our people first. Why are we if all of our people were taken care of and we didn't have homeless out on the street, that would be different. Then I would say, okay, we got extra funds. Let's help out Ukraine. Let's help out Israel or whoever. But that's not the case.
House, and somebody caught him standing on a table insulting me over my genocide is always wrong tweet. Take a listen to what Ben had to say.
And the question was about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this has been disgraceful. Without a doubt.
I don't know what it is about him, but like just when I see him, just the way he acts and the way he looks, he just seems like he feels like he's superior to everybody. I don't know why. He just kind of gives off that vibe to me.
I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
Disreputable, disgraceful. She works at my company. You can imagine that the internet went crazy because they wanted me to respond to him. I can't believe this. They work together, they're colleagues. Somehow this gets leaked. And I want to mention, because it's very relevant, that was on...
Oh, Matt Walsh, you talking about Nagy Beard? I call him Nagy Beard. Yeah, he's Nagy Beard.
The morning of November 14th, I was 6 days away from giving birth. I was very heavily pregnant. Anyways, I wake up to this, and shockingly, nobody from the Daily Wire steps in to manage the situation. And as you can imagine, virtually every journalist, every person with a media platform was contacting me to comment, to respond to me being insulted by someone.
Well, of course.
I'm about to give birth. I'm being insulted, and they're not getting.
Well, of course. I mean, they're like, why are you being insulted by your employer? In public, no less.
Anything from a Daily Wire.
See, and I think that was kind of shit of Ben Shapiro. You know, whether you like Candace or not, man, if you got a beef with somebody, especially if you're both public figures, like just settle that shit behind closed doors, man. Why you got to bring it out in public?
So I am obviously frustrated. You should also tell you, I had no PR at this time. My PR was the internal PR at the Daily Wire. And it was very clear that their focus was on protecting Ben, even though he was the one who insulted me publicly, because I said that genocide is always wrong. That is the genesis of that statement. That's all I said. Obviously, I wanted to respond angrily to the press. I wanted to hit back at Ben. And I guess you could sort of say my perspective was an eye for an eye, but my husband, who is a better person than me, instructed me that morning to instead take a deep breath, relax, okay? Don't think about what you're feeling in the moment. Think about how you're going to feel in the future. And he instructed me to instead read the Bible, the Sermon on the Mount. And I read through it, and he reminds me that everybody who wants to comment, they don't care about me either, right? They're selling headlines, they want the clicks, they want the drama, and I'm going to feed into that for...
Well, that's everything, man. Streaming, fucking YouTube, TikTok. Everybody's just trying to get their like 15 minutes of fame. Everybody's wanting clicks. Everybody's wanting money.
What reason? For what reason, actually, am I going to give a comment and say something about Ben Shapiro? Blessed are the peacemakers, right? Don't buy into this click culture. And so I tweeted that actually my husband was right. I called for peace. I tweeted, blessed are the peacemakers. And I made the mistake, I guess it was a mistake, that after I tweeted, blessed are the peacemakers, and I'm thinking that I'm going to be commended when I get back to work. Like, wow, you really took the high road. I ended this biblical passage with Christ is king. Christ is the king. Like, he's the only thing that matters. Obviously, Christ is king. Now, it was just Tucker Carlson's luck that I had.
Well, that would be enough to piss some people off, for sure. Just that simple statement would piss a lot of people off.
Had been slated to come on his news show the very next day. He had booked me 6 weeks earlier. I got approval from Daily Wire. He booked me for November 15th. So suddenly Ben gets on this table. He insults me. It's trending all over Twitter. And Tucker Carlson is going to be the first person to capture my reaction to it. And when it came time, I kept up with the peacemaker. I made the decision to just take the high road. I said, you know, I don't want that to negatively impact how people perceive the Daily Wire. There are great people there. I mean, I wouldn't be proud on that, but I'm not taking the bait here.
Honestly, I don't even know how the Daily Wire is still in business, honestly. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Ben Shapiro. Not really the biggest fan of Matt Walsh, Nagy Beard. I'm not really... I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I didn't say anything snipey back at Ben because I didn't want to feed the mob. That was my honest perspective, my husband was just right. And also, we're talking about a work colleague, right?
Now, am I saying that Candace Owens is an angel either? Not really. I mean, she's done some shit too, I'm sure. But still, you know, why they just couldn't keep this shit public? Makes no sense to me. Or, I mean, not public, private.
Somehow, me taking the high road made him angrier. So here's what he did. Elsewhere in my interview with Tucker, he asks me who I look up to, who I like. And I told Tucker the truth that it was my dream to meet Thomas Sowell. That when I first got into politics, I read a ton of Thomas Sowell books. And I had tried many times to meet him. And obviously he's aging, but I really looked up to Dr. Thomas Sowell. And here's that clip with me and Tucker.
Okay.
Who do you listen to when you're trying to figure out? I mean, some of the stuff comes at you so fast, and you're talking almost every day or writing almost every day. Who do you read or listen to try to make sense or bounce ideas off of?
You know, I have been obsessed with Thomas Sowell. And everybody knows that I am pretty much a Thomas Sowell groupie. Everything he writes, I read. And it is because he was a part of my awakening story into politics.
Shit, she pregnant there. Boy, her belly's sticking way out.
And made me focus on the economics, which is to say, block out the noise and pay attention to the economics, go backwards in history to understand where we are. When has this worked? Oh, it's never worked. So they're telling you that it's going to work into the future. And there's no evidence to support that. So when Ben saw that, he decided, Thomas Sowell, hey, that's your dream. You love Thomas Sowell. He thought that was an opportunity to get even with me for taking the high road after he insulted me on stage.
You know, since that's the thing now for everybody to try to get clicks and shit, you know, maybe what I need to do is go on YouTube and make a video and put the title as like Candace Owens used to be Michael Jackson. I think that gets some clicks and some views.
Because he's deeply jealous of Tucker Carlson for reasons that I cannot quite understand. Ben had his team reach out and schedule an interview with Thomas Sowell, which they paid for an offensive amount of money, I presume, to effectively purchase a black man who has no idea what's going on. He's very old, he's in his 90s, to hurt my feelings, okay? Interview with Tucker is on the 15th. I think it premieres on the 16th.
Who the fuck is this dude? On the right there with the glasses. Who the hell is that guy? Is that Ben's father? That might be Ben's dad. I see some similarities there.
And Ben gets Thomas Sowell, who he doesn't care about. I'm working at the Daily Wire at this moment, and I'm about to give birth in 3 days. But this was supposed to be like an F.U. Candace for taking the high road and saying that genocide is always wrong.
Oh, no. You can't tell me that Michael Jackson was playing with kids. Nah, man. He had that Ferris wheel and all that amusement park shit at his house for him, man. Nah, Michael Jackson he wasn't a pedophile. No fucking way. How could that be true?
That is what I mean when I say he is an incredibly petty man. Okay. Now we know how this ends. I then am fired not for what I said, but for what they assumed.
Yeah, now we know why he was grabbing his nuts all the time.
That I meant, and for trolls that I didn't respond to. And I want to be clear, you can fire whoever you want. You really can if you're a business owner. It's just that this was atypical in the fashion that it was done, right? It wasn't done in the way where you just say, okay, get out of here, it's not working. Instead, what they decided to do was humiliate me in front of all of the other employees by, rather than having a conversation, sort of dramatically having me exit.
Yeah, but isn't that like the big thing now anyways? Like most companies, like nobody can seem to get fired quietly. Like for some reason, when you get fired, even if you're not like a famous person, like everybody in the whole freaking organization knows about it. They know why you was fired. Sometimes they know before you even know. You know, you'll have some slimy coworkers, man, be working with you for like a week or two, and they already know you're going to get fired and not even have the decency to warn you. Free my Willie, who is J-Moan. Free my Willie, who's J-Moan.
it after doing my show, not knowing that I was going to be fired. And then they had put together a stage in my studio and put up
Maybe what he meant to say was Jamal.
clips of, put together basically a whole package, like almost like a high school play, and conducted what I honestly, when I look back, because it recently leaked what happened at this quote unquote town hall, this is a slave hanging. This is a slave hanging, right? Gather around, everybody else is a slave. And let me tell you how this one messed up. Gather around and watch us whip this person. This is literally how I feel when
That's how all companies act, though, anymore. You know, is most of the companies, they try to make an example out of other employees if they're going to fire them. And they try to make sure that everybody knows why you're getting fired and that you're getting fired. Almost like the companies, that's like their way of like intimidating the rest of the employees. You know, like, hey, don't fuck with us. Just do what we tell you to do, or you could be that person. MJ would always say Jamone, and he sang for the movie Free Willy. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, you did,
I
didn't
watch
you?
this, okay? And you'll know what not to do next. And here is a video of the then CEO, Jeremy Boring, which somehow Steven Crowder got a hold of this week or last week or whatever. This is just a portion of it. You should watch the entire thing because it really is something. And ask yourself in your memory, do you ever recall anybody ever being fired where 300 employees, which Ben joined electronically, he was up on the screen too, and just enjoyed watching me be humiliated, where 300 employees are invited down.
I don't know if that's unique to her. I really don't. Because like I said, most of these companies, when they fire people, most of the people know, like the company seems to make sure that everybody knows who's getting fired and why. Maybe it's not quite as public as hers was, but I don't think this is unique to just her.
And shown a production of what this person did wrong. Okay, well, let's watch a little bit of this video.
Candace made no statement at all in the days after Hamas terrorists raped, murdered, and tortured over 1,000 Israeli civilians, mostly Jews, some Americans. And then they took hundreds more hostage. But then on October 28th
I thought for a second that was Nagy Beard.
of 2023, while anti-Israel protests were raging in London, where Candace, I believe, was at the time, she reposted a video of the protests on X, commenting, quote, "Interesting thing happening here. People are not accepting the media narrative about what's happening in the Middle East, despite the insistent rhetoric from government officials." On November 3rd, she posted, quote, "No government anywhere has a right to commit a genocide ever. There is no justification for a genocide. I can't believe this even needs to be said or is even considered the least bit controversial to state." There was only one country on earth being accused of genocide at the time. Anti-Semites on X took to it immediately. They cheered at what they rightly or wrongly interpreted as Candace smearing Israel. And Candace didn't rebuff their interpretation. But when they...
I don't know. What do you guys think? Who do y'all think was in the wrong? If you had to pick a side, would you pick Israel or Palestine? If you had to pick a side. I know this is going to be controversial. So Palestine, Israel, Palestine. Okay. I don't know, man. I think I'm with y'all might fucking hate me for this. If I had to pick a side, I'd probably be with Israel. You know, they didn't instigate it. They were attacked first. And I think if that was any other country, they would have responded. You know, and I think if that was us, we probably would have killed innocent civilians too, honestly. That's just my opinion. Hamas should not have hit first. Yeah, that's kind of what I say. You know, it wasn't like Israel went looking for the fight. You know, the fight chose them.
Rubin came to the exact same conclusion as the anti-Semites, only instead of cheering for Candace, found it vile and rebuked her. Candace quickly attacked, saying, quote, "What's amazing about this is that I didn't name any country in this tweet. I simply stated that genocide is wrong always. This is not a controversial stance. Interesting how you interpreted it." And then followed up with, quote, "In short, if the blanket statement that genocide is wrong upsets you in any way, then you need to check yourself." I said exactly what I meant, and I won't be backing down or apologizing or further clarifying this statement. Within 24.
Now, you know, whether she's wrong or right, I am down with that statement 100%, man. Like I'm one of those people, like if I don't care if like my mother or my grandmother were wrong about something, I'm gonna back them 100% whether they're wrong or not. And we'll worry about the consequences later. Even if they're wrong, if they say, "Hey, this is X," I'm gonna back them 100%. We'll deal with the aftermath afterwards. So I can kind of respect that, man. I like somebody that sticks to whatever they say, they stick by it, whether it's right or wrong, man.
4 hours, Candace liked a post calling Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu a war criminal. Now let's be clear. You're free to disagree with Israel's conduct, and you're free to oppose the Netanyahu government. But the idea that Israel is committing genocide or that Netanyahu is a war criminal is just factually baseless. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, that's kind of hypocritical. Like, haven't we committed genocide? Like, we're not free from genocide. Look, if we want to go back in history, even though I guess history really doesn't matter to some people, hell, we wiped out a shit ton of Japanese when we dropped the nuclear bomb. You know, in the Afghanistan war, the last 20 years, we've killed probably women and children, innocent people. So to sit here and think that we're like standing on some kind of moral high ground, that somehow we're better than Israel, I don't know about that.
Candace routinely makes insinuations about Jews that both lovers of anti-Semitism and haters of anti-Semitism both agree is anti-Semitic. And in almost every one of these instances, Candace says nothing to the anti-Semites who cheer her and only pushes back against those who disapprove of her comments. On February 28th of this year, Candace, just asking questions, posted, quote, "Time to look into the history and profiteering of pornography."
Oh yeah, 100%. And Andrew Tate, he said that that's why he turned Muslim, because he said when you go to a Muslim country, like they don't mock God, they actually stand behind their religion. Like over here, they mock Christianity. Like you could go to church with a pride flag and nobody would say anything, nobody would question it. But you do that over in a Muslim country, you walk in with a pride flag or wearing a pride shirt, man, they'd kill your ass in a microsecond. They don't put up with that shit over there.
Her replies were immediately flooded with anti-Semites cheering her for the question and providing the answer that they
All of a sudden, them dudes that act like chicks would turn into dudes real quick.
interpreted her to mean, the Jews. Once again, Candace did nothing to disabuse the anti-Semites of their assumption. But when Anthony Coach came to the exact same conclusion, Candace pushed back, saying, quote, "This is utterly insane. I tweeted that porn is harming men in our society, and this person has interpreted that as an attack on Jews. This is an example of clinical insanity. There is..."
How do we go from porn to Jews? Porn is an attack on Jews. How the fuck does that work?
No other explanation.
I stand by all of those tweets. Pornography is harming men. We should look into who profits off of pornography. Genocide is always wrong, no matter which country calls for it, whatever. What was controversial about anything that I say? Now, I'm again wanting you to, these are my crimes. Just imagine 300 people being brought and said, like, she said this, and this is what we know. And then he goes into a diatribe about the real meaning of Christ is King, and he shows videos of Nick Fuentes, which had nothing to do with me. I had never even spoken. I think only one time I'd spoken ever to Nick Fuentes.
What if we find out that Ben Shapiro is the Antichrist? Wouldn't that be fucking crazy? He turns out to be the Antichrist. I think if that ever comes in our lifetime, I think whoever it is, we're going to be super shocked. It's probably somebody that we've known forever.
And it was pertaining to Kanye. yeah, that was it. But I'm showing you this because it's important for you to understand that this has never stopped. I want you to imagine if you view yourself to be a slave owner and that slave not only survives like this public whipping, but that escapes and becomes successful. That's pretty much my relationship with Ben Shapiro since he's fired me, because they have not stopped. They have not stopped. I am talking about people working behind the scenes to call advertisers, attempting to bankrupt me in courts, sending undercover interns to stalk me. He has issued thus far 3 court proceedings, okay,
Damn.
for every solitary petty infraction against things that I.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that kind of, whether you like her or not, isn't that kind of overboard? Like, why the fuck you fired her? Just let it go. Why you gotta try to bankrupt them and keep coming like months, years after? That seems kind of fucked up.
Say he's worked with Barry Weiss behind the scenes to have articles written about me. It is non-stop. I refer to this, just to be clear, as legal abuse. It's legal abuse. And I have put up with a lot of it. I have put up with the pettiness of even suing me because I interviewed
But see, that's what they
a
do.
USS Liberty survivor.
But see, that's what they do though. Is first of all, they'll try to intimidate you. If they can't intimidate you, then they'll try to bankrupt you by making you go through legal proceedings, having to hire lawyers. And then if they can't do that, then they try to shoot you dead.
Who mentioned your name as you pretend that you care about free speech and debate. I've put up with a lot of it, but today I draw the line. I draw the line with this miserable imp when it comes to Charlie Kirk, okay? Don't try me on this, but you keep trying me on this. You are an imposter, Ben. You're an imposter. You pay to pretend that you're friends, that you...
Yeah, tell him, bitch. Tell him. Say, Ben Shapiro, you're a piece of shit. Tell him about it.
You have a right to be on that stage because you get donors to pressure people, because you know Jewish people who can threaten to take money, or you say, I'm going to do an advertising spend. Here's $1 million. I'm sorry, you're dead. The entire world knows that you are an imposter. I mean, you're so much of a fraud that essentially what you do is you have people send...
Hey, Ben Shapiro is fraud maxing. Is he fraud maxing?
...around clips to grown men to cheer you on, to pretend like the audiences love you. You staff audiences with people that work for YAF who are told to explode into cheers when you hit the stage because you don't have the confidence anymore to go out into the world because you know people see you for what you are. And so it...
No, maybe to be in his defense, because like Charlie Kirk, when, he used to go to the college campuses. Well, so did Ben Shapiro. But maybe since what happened to Charlie Kirk, I don't think I'd be on college campuses speaking either. I do not think so. I'd be like, fuck that.
Exactly what he did yesterday. We can now listen to what this imposter said as he hit the stage. Charlie Kirk's organization, the one that he built for debate, if you have a disagreement, and he instructs people here in this speech to go after me and Tucker Carlson, right? That's what he's going to do.
Ooh.
He wants us...
Dang, he wants, how did Tucker get into this? What is Ben Shapiro's issue with Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens now? How did Tucker end up in this situation?
Deplatformed. So he's going to attack me, he's going to attack Tucker Carlson, and he's going to attack Megyn Kelly because she's at the beginning of what these people have put me and...
Okay, Megyn Kelly is okay, but last time I seen her, she looks like she needs to fucking eat. Like, she looks like she's starving. She looks like she ain't ate in a while. She needs to put some weight on, man. She looks like bones.
Tucker and Charlie Kirk through. Take a listen to a portion of what Ben had to say.
So, if Candace Owens decides to spend every day since the murder of Charlie Kirk casting aspersions at TPUSA and the people who work here, who worked with Charlie every single day, his best friends, to cast aspersions at Mikey McCoy and Andrew Colvin and Blake Neff and Tyler Boyer, and yes, at Erica Kirk, and to imply or outright claim complicity in a cover-up over Charlie's murder, to spew absolutely baseless trash implicating everyone from French intelligence to Mossad to members of TPUSA in Charlie's murder or a cover-up in that murder, then we, as people with a microphone, have a moral obligation to call that out by name. So no.
You know, I'm beginning to think maybe he's got like a vendetta against her because maybe she wouldn't get under the desk or get on her knees for him. It kind of seems that way. The fuck is his problem?
Tucker Carlson, it is not an excuse to go silent on Candace's targeting of TPUSA.
And he never looks like he's happy, like ever. He always looks like he's just pissed off at the world. Even when he's talking on his own show, he just looks like he's mad.
Or to mirror her bullshit lines of questioning because you love Candace personally.
Oh, come on, bullshit. Oh, he's cussing. That's not very Christian of you. That's not very Jewish of you, Ben. Come on, man. The fuck out of here.
The same holds true of Megyn Kelly, a person I consider a friend, characterizing Candace as a young mother and thus shying away from condemning her actions or fibbing about them. That is a non-starter. When Candace Owens says, "I don't know, but I know," that is retarded. And we are all more retarded.
I don't know, but I know no. I don't think that's... well, I don't know. You know, I bet you if they ever release the names for the Epstein Island, I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Shapiro's on there. I really wouldn't. He kind of seems like that kind of dude.
For having heard it.
Well, Ben, when it comes to you and having worked with you, I just know the tactics that you use to feign popularity in the public. I just know the amount of money that you are willing to spend on advertising to inflate your numbers to make people think that you're popular. So, yeah, I don't have to.
Oh, she's like, you're spending money on advertising to make yourself seem like you're popular. You're not popular. Oh, tell him about it. She's going for the throat.
Say we don't know when it comes to you. You are such a joke of a little man. Your jealousy against Tucker.
Yeah, he's such a joke of a little man. Yeah.
Your ability to believe that you can keep manipulating the markets. You know those kids booed you on that stage. The amount of messages I got from Turning Point USA people saying, what is happening? Why is he on this stage? Standing against everything that Charlie believed in.
You know, she forgot the one thing there that most women go to. She forgot to say he's got a little wiener. Little man, little wiener.
You're doing. You're standing against everything that Charlie believed in because you weren't his friend. He didn't like you for that very reason. I look at you and I just think you are such a little worm. I could see you right now, probably.
Oh, she called you a little worm, Ben. You gonna take that from her? Come on, Ben. You got some balls. I think.
Or can we get out to her? We're going to sue her into bankruptcy again, right? Sue her for every infraction, every word that I don't like, and every time my feelings are hurt. Because what you really believe in is Baal Berith. That's what your people believe in. You believe that you are contract lords and that people are not allowed to violate contracts or you will ruin them for years. You fire someone and you effectively stalk and harass them for years after. I'm here to let you know that I'm done with it.
Well, that is kind of fucked up. I mean, you fired her. That's great. Move on. Like, why are you years later still... Why the hell are you still making speeches about... Apparently, he must be upset about something. Like I said, she must not have gave him some and that, like, pissed him off. Because otherwise, why would he be up on stage this many years later at a TPUSA after Charlie Kirk's death, still talking about her? He must have got butthurt.
I am done with it. This one is so fully off of the mother effing plantation. Truly, Ben Shapiro, fuck you and the midget horse that you...
Joe. Hey. Yeah. Ben Shapiro, fuck you. Heck yeah. I don't care if you like... I don't care if you like her or not. That's great. Yeah, fuck you, Ben.
Wrote in on. And I say that on behalf of the world. I know you're going to get applauded by Konstantin Kisin and Andrew Christus King Clavin and all of the people, the men who have to keep applauding what you do like you're a 4-year-old to make you feel good. But the rest of the world can't stand you. You're obnoxious. You have
I'm kind of with her on this one. I can't stand Ben either. I'm kind of with her on this one.
absolutely no values that exist outside of the Talmud. You describe yourself as a Talmudic Jew, and I've learned what's in that Talmud, and I encourage other people at home to learn what is in that Talmud so that you know what Ben thinks of you, because he doesn't just hate me, he hates you too, white men. He hates all black people, okay? If he's following the...
Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far. That might be going a little bit too far, Candace. Because if he hated all black people, why would he have hired you? That, I don't know. That might be going a little too far.
The rules of the Talmud, I mean, when I say hates, they think that we're animals, that they have a right to own us, that they have a right to make us worship them, that they have a right to lie to us, that they have a right to sue us and take everything that we have, that they have a right to deceive us, that they have a right to treat Charlie the way that he treated Charlie while he was alive, only to then try to defraud the population into thinking that he is somehow a part of his legacy, that he somehow cared about Charlie Kirk and cares to protect the people that are working at Turning Point USA. Goodbye, Ben. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, Ben. Fuck you, Ben.
The question is, how much more money is Ben Shapiro going to spend to make people think that he's popular? How many more articles is his father going to write under a pen name, Hank Berrien of the Daily Wire, under the pen name Hank Berrien, as he wrote while Ben was at Breitbart, before he turned his back and betrayed them too, because that is his nature. He's one of these belly creatures, sliver on. The question is, how many more weeks and years do we have to keep pretending like Ben Shapiro is relevant? It's an open-ended question.
Honestly, I don't even know how he got famous in the first place. I really don't. Like I don't know, man. He just seems like a dickhead. Seems like he's above everybody.
Of course, what followed Ben Shapiro on stage is somebody who Charlie Kirk loved very much and who he fought for to the very end against the Jewish donors who were pressuring him, some of them because Ben Shapiro insisted that they do. Take a listen to what Tucker Carlson had to say when he hit the stage.
The prediction that, at some point when Republicans took power again, which I did everything I could, to help, and really felt that was important. I still think, I was right. But I really thought that the impulse to deplatform people, or even to use the word platform as a verb, which it's not, it's a noun, don't steal my nouns, deplatform and denounce. Why haven't you denounced somebody else? The whole Red Guard cultural revolution thing that we so hated and feared on the left, that we did everything we could to usher in a new time where you could have an actual debate. I mean, this kind of...
Dude, he would drive me fucking nuts. Ben Shapiro, if I was a female and I was married to him, I probably couldn't even last 6 months. Just the way he talks, like dude, slow the fuck down. What are you saying?
Was the whole point of Charlie Kirk's public life. And I think that he died for it. I really believe that. And I know a lot about it because the last several months of Charlie's life were devoted in part to arguing about this event, in fact, this speech, in fact, my speech here, which he asked me to do earlier this year, this summer, and was immediately put under just immense pressure from people who give money to Turning Point. I would assume good people, but who wanted him to take me off the roster. And this has all become public, and the whole thing is so sad that I never talk about it, except to say Charlie stood firm in his often stated and deeply held belief that people should be able to debate, and that if you have something valid to say, if you're telling the truth, you ought to...
Yeah, what the fuck ever happened to that? Like, when did we get to this point where, you have to pick sides, and if you're not on my side, you gotta go. I need to kill you. It used to be you could disagree with people and still get along. But now it's so the lines are drawn. You're not on my side. You got to be killed.
To be able to explain it calmly and in detail to people who don't agree with you, and that you shouldn't immediately resort to shut up racist.
That is Charlie Kirk's true legacy, and that is Charlie Kirk's true friend, just as I was and am and will continue to fight and ask questions about who killed Charlie Kirk.
Oh, so apparently Candace, Charlie Kirk, and Tucker seemed like they were the three amigos. I did not know that. And maybe Ben's just pissed because I don't know. I don't know what he's pissed about. He always looks like he's pissed though. Maybe he does have a 2-incher. Maybe that's the problem.
And to people that are at home, I implore you to wake up to these people who believe that they are contract lords. I challenge Black Americans to wake up to your true history, because your quarrel is not with white men, okay? Wake up to who publishes these books and keeps us warring with one another. Christians versus Christians, right? Christians versus Muslims. Wake up and learn the true history of slavery, because that wasn't exactly a white men sport, okay?
I have to applaud with that. I do. They like to blame us white people for our slavery. It's not really how it went down.
Jewish people were the ones that were trading us. Jewish people were in control of the slave trade. They've buried a lot of it, but it's there and you can find it. I think all of us need to wake up to this, because it's making me absolutely sick that he is so bold that he dare sit near Charlie Kirk's chair, that he dare grace that stage when Charlie Kirk knew exactly what Ben Shapiro was and will always be. So again, on your belly, Ben Shapiro. We'll be back after.
On his belly? Well, no, we don't want him on his belly. What is she going to do? Like ram a dildo up his ass? No. No, we don't want to see that.
Brief break. All right, you guys, when they double down on abortion, you know that we have to double down on...
Okay, we're going to skip the ads. When they double down on abortion, that means we got to double down on the pill, y'all.
1-800-958-1000 or visit tnusa.com/Candace for your free discovery call with Tax Network USA. Again, that's tnusa.com/Candace. If there is going to be one solitary person who has convinced me that the public is justified in looking into Erica Kirk, it is Ben Shapiro, okay? Didn't like Charlie. You're telling me he's just obsessed with defending the honor of his widow? No, he's fearful. He's fearful of something about Erica.
Oh, maybe Ben's wanting to sleep. Holy shit, wouldn't that be crazy? If we turn on the TV one day and all of a sudden Ben Shapiro and Erica Kirk are together? Wouldn't that be fucked up? I would hope she'd be smarter than that. But you never know, because with her, she's kind of weak at the moment after just losing Charlie. You never know. Maybe that's why he's up there at TPUSA. He's trying to like sneak in there.
Kirk. He just keeps calling out Erica Kirk on stage, demanding allegiance to Erica Kirk. Who are you? Actually, who are you? Why are you in this conversation? Why were you so quick to say that you would pick up his bloody mic and carry on? And didn't you just fire half of your force?
Like, if Ben Shapiro was to replace Charlie Kirk in TPUSA, I think TPUSA would probably go downhill. I would hope they wouldn't do that. That'd be a stupid move.
That was involved in Daily Wire Kids, only to then drop $1 million on Charlie's show. Again, weaseling your way into the chair when you weren't invited to go on there, but Matt Walsh was, because that's what you do. You wheel and deal behind the scenes to make people think that you're liked. It's embarrassing, really, Ben. It's truly, honestly embarrassing. Why are you not embarrassed to be alive? I don't understand it.
Holy shit. Why are you not embarrassed to be alive? Boy, she ain't holding back, dude. She's going for the jugular. Why are you embarrassed? Why are you not embarrassed to be alive?
Anyways, so his general demeanor is starting to make me think that there's something there, right? The Fort Huachuca thing, it's definitively compelling, I would say. I am learning also that Fort Huachuca has ties to Liberty University and that you can attend classes there and achieve your degree at Liberty University. Still working to verify that. But Mark Amadei, we're going to get to that, actually, that congressman in a second, Amadei, has come out and really kind of not answered where he was on the morning of the 9th. And as I said, I don't know if we can rely entirely on the memory of one person who believes that he saw these individuals. But what I can say is that we verified 1,000% that he was where he said he was, that there was a meeting where he says that there was a meeting. We verified that Captain Neff was there, the one that he says was nice, but he got questioned for a very long time and they wanted to hold him for 24 hours. So everything else that people are trying to dig up about Mitch, you can just ignore. Okay, that is a distraction, right? The only way that you can help debunk anything that he has said is to say, oh, actually, I was the person that was there. It wasn't this congressman, it was me. Or I was staying at the Candlewood Inn and Suites and I saw this couple or, these two individuals in the hotel as well. And it was actually somebody else. It was my cousin. We are looking only for somebody to debunk those two aspects, okay? Because he was where he says he was, and everything else we have verified. Ignore the noise and stay focused on that note, because we did know that he was going to get attacked by a lot of trolls. And I did tell you we would put together a Give, Send, Go. You can support Mitch at givesendgo.com/Candace podcast.
Give, Send, Go. The fuck is that? Is that like a GoFundMe account?
I literally just hit publish on this right before we went live because I realized I hadn't done it. I need to fill out more and a little bit more about his story, but givesendgo.com/Candace podcast to support him. And like I said, I got the paperwork regarding his lawsuits, everything he said.
Mitch is a bitch. I don't know who Mitch is. I'm not about to send Mitch any money. I don't know who he is.
About being put on an NDA for 35 years. It is all real. It is all verified. Take my word on it. You don't have to send a bunch of emails and saying, well, maybe this sounds weird. How do you get onto the base? We verified it all. Okay. Now, regarding Fort Huachuca and what it is, or who he believes that he saw, we told you obviously that he thought that he saw the congressman from Vegas, Mark Amadei. And I will say, regarding the call sign in Vegas, we keep telling you that call sign at various times says Sam 702 or RCH 702. Well, that's Vegas. 702 is Vegas. Shocking just about area codes. Obviously, 702 is Vegas. So that could just be obviously a coincidence, but it becomes...
Hey, since we're spitting out area codes, 904 West Side, bitches.
Becomes compelling. Well, Mark Amadei apparently received a ton of phone calls from his constituents who wanted to know where he was. Like, where were you actually on the morning of the 9th? I want to remind you guys, the meeting was concluding at 7:30. We verified his call logs. We verified everything. The meeting was concluding around 7:30 a.m. in the morning on the 9th on Fort Huachuca, at Fort Huachuca. So it is entirely possible. And as flight routes show for
Huachuca? Never heard of that. Fort Huachuca. I don't know. What you got? Huachuca.
Planes that did maybe perhaps were in attendance at this meeting, you can get back to DC. You just can, obviously, in that time frame.
Maybe that'll be the next virus that we have, is the Huachuca virus. Fucking Indians. Huachuca.
Well, Mark Amadei tweeted this. He tweeted, for those of you information consumers who are stuck in practices of the old days, who prefer facts to dreams and falsehoods, take comfort knowing that in public service, there is this thing called the public record. The public record on September 8th indicates that I was returning to Washington, D.C. from my district and voting on the floor of the House of Representatives. And on September 9th, in a 12-hour markup in the House Appropriations Committee, of which I am a member, as well as voting on the House floor. Should you prefer video to the words of a member of the federal legislature, please feel free to view the House Appropriations Committee's recording of said event on that date. To quote Ronald Reagan, "Facts are stubborn things. Merry Christmas." So it's like, whoa, serving up. I was for 12 hours locked into this meeting. And so there I am. There's my alibi. Well, very quickly, the interneted and realized that actually he missed 2 of the roll calls that happened in the morning, and that he was present in the evening or late afternoon. We are still working to verify that.
Yep, missed his roll call. Something's fishy already.
Replied to that feed, but I can tell you what this person posted and showed. Diligent Dennison on X wrote, "Exposed. Rep. Mark Amade tries and fails to give a solid alibi for the alleged September 9th meeting with Charlie Kirk's security, Brian Harpole. The rep claims to have been traveling to D.C. from his district on September 8th, then in a committee meeting for 12 hours all day on the 9th. However, he was not present for roll call until the 3rd meeting in mid-afternoon on the 9th in D.C. This means he could have spent the night in Arizona on September 8th, attended the morning meeting on the 9th, and caught a military."
Speaking of that, I think they wanted Charlie Kirk to be killed. At least they're in Utah. Because I watched the Sean Ryan show with Brian Harpole, which is Charlie Kirk's head of security. And he said that they were not allowed, because I always said, if they had one sniper, if they just had one dude on a rooftop, and his only job was to watch all the rooftops, Charlie would probably still be alive today. But they said that they wasn't allowed because of the laws there. They wasn't allowed to put a guy up on the roof. But they said that the local police said that they would take care of it, and they never did. So, I don't know. Sounds like it was kind of planned to me.
Flight 3 to 4 hours away from the base to make it in time for the 3rd roll call in D.C. I can't believe you tried to act like you were there all day. Cooked. Cooked at the end there. And they were able to demonstrate, according to record, that he did miss 2 of the roll calls. Now, there might be a reason. Again, we are looking for follow-up. And our goal here is, if he has an alibi and he was there on the floor for 12 hours, we would be obviously happy to say that. Like I said, we can.
Oh, come on, dude. You can't miss roll call. That's like kindergarten stuff. You got to be present for roll call.
Confirm every aspect of Mitch's story, but we can't confirm his memory and whether or not he is good with facial recognition. But I do find it to be compelling for a few reasons. One is that I was actually given the travel logs for Brian Harpole, and it is entirely possible that Brian Harpole could have made it for that meeting. I can tell you that.
And that's one thing that should have showed everybody, or at least showed the world. You can have all the security you want, but security cannot. You could have 5, 6 dudes around you, but security cannot keep you safe. If somebody really wants to get to you, they can get to you. If they really want to. Security is not going to help you.
Definitively, Brian Harpole could have made it to that base for that early morning meeting. There is no question. And obviously, in the interest of making sure that I'm not misrepresenting him, I have now reached out to Brian Harpole twice. I have his number because he was Charlie's security, and I went on tour with Charlie for years. Messaged him and know that he received it according to iMessage. I messaged him again.
I didn't know she went on tour with Charlie. I didn't even know she spoke at any of his events. I didn't think they were that tight.
Him, just so we're clear, before we went live yesterday, and I messaged him again since, and I asked him, hey, look, we're only in the interest in telling the truth. If you were somewhere that morning, let us know, and we'll clarify that. You would think that he would jump at.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's why Ben is so pissed off. Maybe he was trying to hook up with Candace, and then Candace went with Charlie Kirk speaking at his events, and maybe he thought that she was cheating on him, and that's why she got fired. Maybe. You never know.
That opportunity, because why would you want to have people even thinking or surmising that you could have been at this meeting when you can easily
Because that would make more sense. Because when, like, him and Charlie Kirk were good, but then when Candace Owens got fired, if she started speaking at Charlie Kirk's events, I know Ben Shapiro then started talking badly about Charlie Kirk. Huh. Yep, sounds like he's just pissed because he couldn't get Candace on all fours. That's what it sounds like to me.
debunk it. We got crickets. Crickets from him. Again, it could turn out that it was a Brian Harpole lookalike. It is totally plausible that he just mistook someone's identity, and I am totally open to that and just looking for more information. There was one person who we are vetting who believes that they have evidence that the people that Mitch saw were in fact on that base on that date. We will keep you guys obviously posted on that. Now, something else interesting happened. I have been sending, just so you know, when I send Mitch stuff that's happening and I'm trying to guess who was there or who wasn't there, I don't give him the context when I send him pictures. So when he first described the congressman, described the person's height and their, glasses, this or that, I had sent a few congressmen. He was like, no, 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 no. And then we landed upon the Las Vegas congressman. We did not give him the name. I didn't know his name, to be honest with you. And he went, that's the guy. So it was interesting. And of course, this was before we discovered the plane.
Wait a minute. Why is she pointing a gun at me? She just pointed a gun at me. She just threatened me on screen.
And the route to Las Vegas. So that was compelling. Yesterday, and genuinely because I was sitting down having a discussion at dinner with Johnny Yep, who runs Catholic for Catholics, and we were sort of discussing everything. And I get this text message from Skylar being like, Ben Shapiro is like on stage, just like calling you out again. I said to myself, what is his investment in this? Why do I feel like he's somewhere along the...
You would think that they were married or something, or they had a long-term relationship. Like, I kind of have to agree with her on that. I'm like, why would he be talking about her this far out? Like, we're talking years that she's been away from that organization. Why would he? That's why I said, man, he must have had a crush on her or something. I don't know. Because he seems like he's got a vendetta.
way implicated in something. Let me clarify. I'm not saying he murdered Charlie Kirk, but it doesn't matter if I said that either way. That's his whole style is to try to sue people out of the free markets because he can't win in the free markets. But yeah, I'm going.
Oh, Ben, she said you can't win in a free market. So you got to sue him. Man, she's just talking all kinds of shit.
What is this? Why do I feel like there's a hook here? And at that time, someone had mentioned to me, hey, did you see what's going viral right now on X, which is that Erica Kirk lied about having not dated anybody before Charlie Kirk. And actually, I knew.
Okay, come on. You really think that I think Erica Kirk is close to 40? You honestly believe she didn't date anybody before Charlie? Really? Come on. That didn't happen.
That she had dated somebody before Charlie Kirk, and I had never known that she had made that claim, and people were starting to make all of these videos about it and wondering if she had misremembered or whether or not she was telling an intentional lie about her past. Now, what I can say is that there does seem to be disparity between her version of events and other people's version of events. Definitively at that meeting, obviously, I've already intimated that to you. Like Andrew Colvett has a memory, Erica Kirk has a memory, and then the surgeon has a memory, right? I should also mention that the surgeon said, and again, this is through a third party person, so it's on direct alignment between me and the surgeon, that he absolutely did not violate HIPAA when he suggested, hey, maybe it's a frangible bullet, but rather that it was a three-way call with him and Andrew and Erica. I don't know if he's telling the truth or if Erica's telling the truth and Andrew Colvett was flying blind. But, there's a disparity.
Have you seen this bullshit too, where they've had like Erica Kirk and they say that she's been putting drops in her eyes to make her cry when she goes on stage? Have y'all seen this bullshit? That's fucking crazy, dude. I don't think she's doing that, but it would be crazy if she is, but I highly doubt it.
And as I was looking at this, I sort of went, oh, wait, yeah, I do remember that Charlie told me about Cabot Phillips dating a girl. For some reason, I thought it was Sammy, the other girl that he had a crush on. And I was like, was it Erica? That's so funny. I'm trying to remember this. And then I saw a picture in somebody's TikTok of Cabot Phillips. I hadn't seen him in a very long time, and he works for the Daily Wire. And he had a beard. And that was the thing that he kept saying to me, as this guy had a beard. He's around 37. Anyways, I sent him the picture of Cabot Phillips, and he says, yes, that's the person I remember.
Oh, I thought she was talking about Nagy Beard.
Being at the base. Now I'm like, that would be totally crazy. Maybe, again, this could be a lookalike. And so I messaged Cabot Phillips and did not get a response. I messaged Cabot Phillips twice today, actually, and asked him if he wanted to have an off-record conversation, because we can't just like take that to the bank. Like I said, I am terrible with faces. So if I saw Cabot Phillips, I had to just from memory, there's like 30,000 other people I would say it was definitely him too. And I can't trust Mitch's vision on this, but it at least is compelling. And I was like, let me do some basic fact checks here. What do I even know about this guy, Cabot Phillips?
Right.
And I know that he does the Morning Wire at the Daily Wire. And I checked, and he's missing from the Morning Wire. He doesn't do it daily, but he does it enough times that I noticed that he is missing from September 4th to the September 10th on that show. And so,
like, how is the Daily Wire even a thing still anymore anyways? Like, I don't know anybody that watches the Daily Wire, honestly.
I am looking to see, to just debunk or like remove him from the picture, that and maybe to get a clearer understanding that maybe, Mitch thinks he remembers things. I mean, he's super detail oriented, like telling me what kind of watch the person was wearing, because he was like, I was going to go up to him and I was going to say something. But I'm going, I don't know anything about actually Cabot Phillips. And it was very difficult to find any information outside of his father, who I found a lot of information about. Actually, he's a pretty big guy, taking a lot of money from the Adelsons, and he's definitely a neocon. I'll tell you that for free. So I thought, could this be the reason that?
Where do we keep coming up with all these freaking acronyms? Neocons, neo-Nazi. Where's all this shit coming from?
In my back of my mind, could this be the reason that Ben's having some sort of a weird spiral? Does he know something? Or is this just a case, and it could be, just be very clear, it could be a full case of Mitch misremembering, but I didn't give him the context. I didn't say this is Erica's ex-boyfriend from 2017. And I just found that to be interesting. And yeah, so I don't know what the reason would be to say that you didn't date someone. You did. And I don't understand it. I genuinely don't understand that at all. And the internet did pull this up, which I think we can show that. Yes, we're that couple who gets painting lessons together.
See, I told you she dated somebody. There's no way she went to 40 and didn't date anybody. I'm sorry. I don't know a single female that has made it to 40 and not dated anybody. I'm sorry. Are they out there? Maybe, but they'd be far few in between. So to say that she didn't date anybody before Charlie, that's just crazy.
There's a lot of social media activity between her and his family. I was also really compelled by how close she is with her cousin, this Nicole Rothstein, who defends her in the comments currently, by the way, and says, Erica, people were asking why it seems like now there's this bend towards Israel. And Nicole Rothstein was like, I'm her cousin. She's half Jewish. I did not genuinely, I did know that she was part Jewish. I don't know about any of this at all, but it is interesting that they had a relationship, and I don't know why that's being wiped from the memory. There's nothing wrong with having a relationship before you find love of your life at all. And so I'm hopeful that we can get some answers. And that's why I asked them publicly. When I can't get answers privately, I ask them publicly. Do you want to know why? Because I have a right to ask questions. And like I said, I don't like the way.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a right to ask questions. You might not like the question she's asking, but yeah.
Ben is signaling that he doesn't want people looking into Erica. Okay. And when people start looking in, they then.
Oh, why would Ben not want people looking into Erica? Is he gonna, Ben's married, right? What's he gonna do? Divorce his wife and go for Erica? Now that Charlie's out of the picture?
And find that a Daily Wire employee dated her. So that seems interesting, to say the very least. And we should figure out, what's actually going on. Like, what is actually going on? He even says the Mossad. I never once said the Mossad killed Charlie Kirk. So was that by accident? Definitely starting to think in a major way that it.
Well, in case y'all didn't know, it was actually a bullet that killed Charlie Kirk. And I don't think the dude that killed him was even looked like a Mossad. So now I think there is a little controversy though. They keep pinning it on this kid. I don't think that kid. Sure, the kid may have pulled the trigger, but there's got to be more to it than that, man. There's something they're not telling us, especially once after his assassination. The next day, the school went and repaved over where his tent was. They put new concrete down, asphalt. Why'd they do that? So I don't know. I think the kid, he pulled the trigger for sure, but I think there's a lot more to it than just the kid. Because why would you go through all that trouble to try to not get caught and then go leave your rifle in the middle of the woods and not even bury it? Like, not even try to bury it, just throw it in the woods with a towel over it. Like, that's gonna hide it.
Israel's got something to do with killing Charlie Kirk and the Egyptian planes, which we are putting the final touches on because I don't want there to be even one typo or mistake on this that we're going to put up on our website. It leads you to Israel. It just does, okay? There's no question. That's why they were panicking about the Egyptian planes. Fort Huachuca is involved in lawsuits and sworn affidavits regarding 9/11, people who asserted that the prepping for that took place. The vibes are vibing here at Fort Huachuca. The more of it I learned about Fort Huachuca, and that's why we open you guys to this investigation to send us tips. And I would like to focus you on what we would like to learn. If you have concrete evidence of what occurred at Fort Huachuca on the early morning of the 9th, we want to hear from you. We do not want an email about what Mitch did in 1993 and why you don't think he's a good person because he had a divorce with his wife. We just don't need that. We do not want an email saying, I'm in the military, and it would be unusual for them to allow him.
Okay, well, Candace, I hate to break it to you, but if you're going to be on social media or in the public, you're going to get weird emails. Sorry, it's just part of it, man. You're going to get weird emails. You're going to get death threats. It's part of the game.
To book the hotel. We've already confirmed all of it. He has a literal video of him that's 18 minutes long asking for directions to get to where he's going. We can see in the background where he is. We don't want you to waste your time on that. We have verified everything we could verify about the story. We cannot verify the people. And I just sense that there's something there because Ben is coming undone, and he only comes undone about one topic, and that is Israel. So we will take a break.
Is Ben Shapiro in the bed with Israel? Is he getting money from Israel?
And I will answer some of your questions. All right, you guys, you should know that as a consumer, you actually carry this.
Okay, we don't need to hear your ads, lady.
Feminism and who brought the plague to break down families to America. And you can really trace that right back to the same people who assassinated the Tsar, people who believe.
Yo, what the fuck? She's got a book out. She's holding a sign. Make him a sandwich. What?
That they have a right to murder people to take what they want. That is the guiding principle and philosophy of some religions, certainly not the Christian one. Anyways, makehimasandwich.com if you'd like to buy direct from us, and you can purchase signed copies, which I'll be signing a lot more directly on CandaceOwens.com. A good time to mention to you guys that
Candace is going wild, man. She's going in on Ben. She made a book. Make him a sandwich. Oh my gosh, dude.
I had a very crazy week, and
I think is she just trolling at this point?
I'm so sorry that we had to bump book club again. There will not be a book club tonight, and I will be sure to reset one. We just need to figure out with Mark's travel schedule. Mark, Princess. You know what, Mark? I have a question. Where are you going, actually? Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to Fort Huachuca.
Oh. To get your intelligence training. Okay, I got it. Okay. Well, we also have new merch on the website, by the way. And that also makes a good Christmas gift. We have fun merch and we have new merch that's going to be dropping. It's a way that you can support the show. And I also want to...
You know what I would like to get? I wish somebody would make a shirt that had like the pride flag on one side and then had like a gun pointed towards the pride flag. And then at the bottom it says, fuck your pride. If somebody make that shirt, I'll buy it.
Encourage you guys to support Mitch because he has people picking apart his entire life. One person was like, he was diagnosed with PTSD. Oh, shocking. Like, do you know how many of our veterans are diagnosed with PTSD because of what they lived through in the military? Like, what kind of a monster are you to even pull that up? It just makes me sick. You can support Mitch, and I will be doing that too. You'll see that I haven't donated yet because I literally hit publish on that.
Like, just about every military person that has seen combat comes back with PTSD. I mean, there's just no way that they don't. If they've seen combat. If they haven't seen combat, then no.
Right before we went live, but you can support Mitch at givesendgo.com/Candace podcast. And yeah, it feels good to be doing stuff from the people to the people, not relying on these traditional modes of really slavery, people that are artificially created in the market and are protected. And what do? They always want people to be removed from the market because they can't compete. If the rules are fair, they would be nowhere. That's the Barry Weisses and Ben Shapiro's of the world. They would be absolutely nowhere. I mean, imagine having your dad babysit you and like write mean comments to people on the internet and you're like 45 years old. Like, what even are we talking about? Okay,
right.
Top comment from last episode. Stephanie writes, why would this man willingly bring hell on himself if he was not telling the truth? I know, I was not. And there's so much more about his story. Like when you start reading what they put him through, it's unbelievable. And again, I think that's why so many veterans who have honestly been through these scenarios with the military just wrote so many beautiful emails. I wish I could share them all with him. Many people, by the way, who completely verified what he said about Fort Huachuca. One person who even said, oh, that year I was actually JTF, and he's absolutely telling the truth because of the horses. That part he talks about, like the horseback riders, and they told me who the general was that insisted that they all learn to ride horses. So he is very much being supported, and we can do this stuff without support from the mainstream media. Let them keep calling us crazy. I'm okay with that. We would only be crazy if we believed anything that they were saying at this point.
Right.
Unaffected COVID writes, go Max, Candace, go Max. Thank you for that donation. Chance Callahan writes, as a gay Tennessean and OG Candace stan, I have always appreciated your authenticity and intellectual honesty. I used to have to defend my support of you, but that is no longer. The people are waking up and recognizing who and what is fake and gay. Stay safe and thank you. Yeah, even the way when he
what is fake and gay?
Tries to like diss me on stage and he's like, retarded. The way he says retarded is like, he's so effortlessly uncool. That's what I want to say about Ben. He's just like effortlessly uncool. So cringe. 8 Birds writes, all I want for Christmas is justice for Charlie. Here's a Christmas present for you, Candace. Thank you. I am so grateful for you and I pray for you constantly. Keep it up. God is using you in a big way. Thank you. And I feel that way. I feel like all of this is us just breaking the shackles. Like there are just been mental shackles that have been put on us, telling us we have to stay in line, that we have to accept this, that we have to believe in this arbitrary authority.
And you don't have freedom of speech either. You only have speech. You only have freedom of speech as long as you're saying what they want to hear. Period. That's it. As long as you're saying what they want to hear, you're fine. But as soon as you say something they don't want to hear, they're going to try to shut you up.
And everyone around the world is waking up to it. Like we are just waking up to how absolutely duped we have become as a society, believing that the system is fair when it's so clearly rigged in our faces. And yeah, I just hope that people feel inspired 100%. To similarly go Max and stand up against it. And I don't even care about these lawsuits anymore. I mean, Ben's going to get me a legal letter so fast. I don't care, man. This is your whole, the Pharisees, people who write the laws, and we got the judges and blah, 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 and we'll put you in a private court. and sue you for liking tweets. Like, you heard him on stage. Like, I was like literally sued for liking tweets. You know how petty you have to be to even look at somebody's likes? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And then publicly trying to pretend like you care about free speech while you privately sue people who are just trying to leave your company after they're fired. You fired me. Like, let me go. Like, please let me go.
Yeah, he fired her. Like, this has been years now. Like, why is he still? Like I said, there had to be more there than we know. Because why would he still be trying to bring? I wouldn't even be bringing her name up anywhere, whether I was doing a speech on my show, whatever. So there's got to be something going on there.
Oh, stop telling people you're chosen. You are not chosen to do shit except within the synagogue.
Yo, hey, I'm starting to like Candace already. You're not chosen to do shit, bitch. Damn. Tell him about it.
Synagogue of Satan, clearly, because everything you do is the manufacturing of lies, bullying, getting people to write articles, smearing, libeling. Yeah, it's pretty explicit what kind of people engage in that sort of stuff. So, anyways, let me stop telling you guys how I really feel. Let me stop telling you guys how I really feel.
No, don't stop. Tell us how you really feel. We want to hear it.
AU Basri writes, damn, let her cook. Nam writes, I might not be rich, but this is for the joy you gave me for calling out Mini Benny out for his Napoleon complex. I haven't had a laugh that good in a while. Thank you. Go Max, stay Max. Guys, this isn't even the tip of the iceberg in terms of what that man has put me through because I survived. Like, literally, it's like that's why I say it's a slave owner mentality. It's very obvious that that's what it is. Why are you hosting 300 people to fire someone? What is that? Here's what she did wrong. Here's what she did wrong. And I'm just like the one who doesn't even flinch.
Yeah, I mean, why would you have to have a public gathering or like a public company gathering of somebody getting fired and then still be bringing their name up 2, 3, 4 years later? Something fucked up about that.
Because literally F you. Yeah, literally F you. I don't care.
Fuck you, Ben.
Stop. Kanye was right. He was totally right. That's why he burned down his life and said, I'd rather rebuild it than let you own 1 ounce of it. And when you do rebuild it and they don't own it, well, then you get into a scary territory, right? You get into a scary territory because what they are willing to.
Yeah, I'm not really on board with the Kanye thing. But the Ben Shapiro thing, I'm with her on this.
To do to take when they can't earn it, it's very scary. History tells us and shows us. A KXH writes, they're angry that Candace is intelligent, eloquent, beautiful, and stays beating them at every turn. I am so glad that you spoke up about the racial element of this. You're a role model to us Black women everywhere. Candace, go Max. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the race card, though. I don't like when they pull the race card. I don't know about that. That might be going a little bit too far.
Guys, Black people just got to learn your history, man. You got to learn the minstrel shows, who's behind the minstrel shows, and the truth behind the Jim Crow laws, and who. Even when you learn about the Klansmen, I mean, the things that happened, and all they had to do was control our textbooks and keep us all fighting each other. And you're out here talking about what the white man has done. Who do you think tried to genocide the white man in Europe? Right? Yeah, take a look at that. I keep telling you, watch that PBS documentary that they came after me hardcore.
Hey, at least she's speaking facts on that. A lot of people don't know the true history of slavery and all that bullshit. They only hear what they're taught in school or they hear on TV. They don't really know the true story behind it.
For speaking about, what the savage piece? Yeah, those are your ancestors, guys. Yeah. You are European, like white Europeans. These are your ancestors. And with propaganda, they basically mow the lawn. They get you as white men to sign up and agree to murder white men on the other side of the world. It's white men murdering white men, and for different reasons being propagandized. Wake up. Like, we all need to wake up and...
Yeah, wake up, bitches. Wake up.
Lock arms against sheer evil. And the military-industrial complex is sheer evil. And the psychological games they are playing with people, they're playing on people, is sheer evil. What Charlie was going through in the end, because of Jewish donors threatening him. I'm going to take everything. If you even let Tucker speak, over speech is sheer evil. It's despicable. Somebody should apologize.
You know, and Charlie had said something about that. I don't know who he texted, but he texted somebody like a couple months before he was killed that he was afraid they were going to try to kill him. Talking about that.
For it. Instead, they go, we'll buy our way, and Benny will sit near Charlie's chair, and we'll pretend he was his friend. We can just buy everything. We'll buy your compliance. No. Actually, our answer to that is no. Christy writes, and that midget horse she wrote in on, LOL, I love you, Candace. And I mean it. Like, really, I mean that. And I know I probably am most definitely going to have to confess, but I have taken the high road enough, and I'm sick of the lawfare. Stop showing up to my house because you do things to me. Like, imagine doing something to someone and then...
They're even showing up to her house this far, 2-3 years later.
Demanding they apologize for it. It's totally crazy. And I was... I extended every courtesy, you guys. I extended every courtesy. My husband really said, let's do the Christian thing. But I realized you can't really do the Christian thing with people that hate Christ.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. You know, some people only understand violence. That's why I say you got to have a little bit of gangster in you, because some people only understand violence. Period.
It doesn't work. The Christian thing doesn't work with people who hate Christ. So if you're a good Talmudic Jew, as he always says, he's a Talmudic Jew, you will understand once you get what's in that Talmud exactly what he means and exactly what he thinks about you. It's important that you understand that. 7 Sheets writes, what a year. You deserve a break, but we'll be waiting. You deserve Journalist of the Year for just not being by fake and gay. God bless and be safe. Thank you guys so much. Curbster writes, our new motto in Candace's 2028 presidential campaign slogan should be, today is another great day to go Max. It would just be go Max. I would never run for president. I hate everybody that's in DC. I hate their values. I think they are despicable.
I'm the same way. I couldn't be a governor or a president. I couldn't be in Washington, D.C., man, because you got to lie to get there. You have to be a liar, and you got to be a liar while you're there.
And how they have acted since Charlie has been assassinated. I hate that they are embarking on this psychological campaign to try to make us believe that what happened that day was normal. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has not made me lose faith in the Lord. And in many ways, I see everything that Charlie wanted. I understand that he knew he was going to die. And I understand that it has to be me that defends him and exposes this entire matrix to the world. So anyways, you guys, I think I've said enough today. So we'll see you. Whenever we see you, I will communicate. We might do something next week. I know I owe you guys a book club, but we'll see you soon.
Hey, look, guys, I don't care if you guys don't like her or not, man, but she's got a little bit of gangster in her. She's got a little bit in her. She might be Christian, but she's got a little bit of gangster in her too. Just saying. But now we are going to jump ship to Jack Doherty. Apparently he's done, I don't know what he's done. Apparently he's done something fucking stupid. But that's Jack Doherty for you.
You know how he does the whole, I'm gonna walk into somebody, I'm gonna pretend I didn't know I bumped you, but to piss you off, and then he wants to film it and hide? Well, I don't know if he was doing it or he intended to do it here, but he goes and he walks into Andrei Arlovsky.
Oh shit, that might have been the wrong dude to walk into, man.
So last night, we saw Jake Paul, that asshole, get his jaw cracked in half by Anthony Joshua. And at that same event, I mean, these influencer events, you guys know how they are. All the other influencers, of course, they have to be there, they want to be seen because they're special, you know? And speaking of being special, our favorite piece of shit of them all, Peggy. He was even there.
Hey, we're probably the only Peggy Watson was there. No, good old Peggy.
People that got moved from like really expensive sheets to better sheets because yo-yo's an issue. I mean, but yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? There's a dude who looks just like him. He's got a twin out there. Oh no.
We're like, hey, let's get yo-yo out of here.
And I'm thinking to myself, why did this asshole go? He usually doesn't go to these things. But then I remember, he's got that heavyweight championship belt now. So he wanted to show it off some more. And then, his butt buddy, Jack Epstein, who we've seen so many times with
Jack
Penny, right?
Epstein?
Well, he was even there. But you guys know that thing he does where he just goes walking into people, annoying the hell out of them and pissing people off, then going and hiding behind.
I think that's why nobody likes Jack Doherty. That's all he does, man. He goes out and like messes with people, starts trouble. I'm surprised he hasn't got killed yet. I'm not wishing he got killed, but I'm surprised somebody ain't put a bullet in him.
Behind a security guard. Well, he did it again, but he made a big mistake because it turned out being UFC heavyweight champion Andrei Arlovsky, and he didn't like it too much. Wait until I show you what happened.
Okay, let's see it.
So like I was saying, we know Jack. He's annoying. He loves fucking with people, right? And he's been doing this shit for a long time. Well, you know how he does the whole, I'm going to walk into somebody, I'm going to pretend I didn't know I bumped you, but to piss you off, and then he wants to film it and hide. Well,
right.
I don't know if he was doing it or he intended to do it here, but he goes and he walks into Andrei Arlovsky. And if you see here in this footage, and don't mind it breaking up because that's how the live stream was, you can see he bumps Andrei Arlovsky. Arlovsky turns around. They exchange some words. Then all of a sudden, you start seeing these kids with that fucking hair flying all over like a bunch of assholes.
Damn.
That dude looked like a fucking giant from the movie 300.
What are you doing? Chill, Jay! Chill.
Yeah, he said he's gonna start fighting.
Yo, Jay!
Fuck them.
Jay, help him, Jay.
I don't blame that dude. I've done the same thing.
Go, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
See, he's got to start going to prison for some of this bullshit.
Go, Chewie, let's go.
See, that's the problem, man. He's always starting this bullshit, but he doesn't, like, he has no consequences. Like, I know he got arrested recently, but he just gets a slap on the wrist. He bonds out. He's got the money to do it. I think the only way he's ever going to change is he's going to have to actually do some time.
Now I gotta say how enjoyable it was to see Andrei running around after those kids like a universal soldier, which he was in an actual movie once.
Don't bump into somebody twice your size unless you're ready to fight, especially if you're a dude. There's boundaries, man. You get too close to a dude, that's fighting.
Then throwing them around like they're a bunch of assholes with that hair dangling around, because we know how much they deserve it. Now, sorry about the shorter than usual video this time, but I wanted to get this out and I want to see what you guys have to say. So comment below and don't forget to like the video. When I go out with the Sharmuta, my muscles better be pumped before.
Friggin' Jack, dude, he's doing some crazy shit. But he's always doing crazy shit. Alright guys, this is probably going to be our last one for the evening. We're going to be checking out good cops getting fucking wrecked. About almost dead. This was the moment everything changed Okay, let's see.
This was the moment everything changed in an instant for these officers.
You called me retarded.
Say that shit again.
You're mental.
Just breathe, buddy.
You know, see, that's the problem with some cops. Like, I don't condone that kid actually attacking that cop, but when somebody says say that again or you call them mental, you never know how far that other person's willing to go. That's why I always say, even if you get in a road rage incident, just don't escalate it, man, because you don't know how far that other person is willing to go. That other person might be willing to kill you.
Breathe. It's all right. Breathe.
Tell you right now! Stop! Stop! Stop!
No, no.
You're about to get tased. Get down!
Hey, look, cop found him a Wapalo.
Get down on the ground!
That screaming officer is 14-year police veteran Officer Josh Baker.
Okay, we can't really say much about the cop either. He looks like he's pretty big too.
On March 12, 2021, performed a traffic stop on a car whose owner had outstanding warrants. However, when Officer Josh approached the vehicle, he discovered that it wasn't driven by the owner, but by a woman named Nika Nicole. And that is the least deadly surprise.
Yeah, this is definitely a Wapalo.
He would get on the stop.
Just bring your bag out here. Ma'am, stop going through it. You come step right back here. What did you take out of it?
Nothing. I was
Okay. All right, listen. Just come back here. I think we're getting off on the wrong foot, okay?
Because I'm really confused on why I'm getting.
He's got several warrants.
Okay, that has nothing to do with me.
You don't know who's in the car.
Nobody's in my car.
Well, now I know that. However, now I'm going to address the other problems.
Okay, so you want my bag and all my belongings.
So just step right back here.
Can I use the restroom?
And let you know this being audio.
No, you can't use the restroom, bitch. You're gonna have to pee right there. What's a Wapalo? A Wapalo is what I call somebody that's like really, really big.
On video record, just to let you know.
Okay.
Nicole wasn't suspected of any crimes, but being in the car of a convicted felon with multiple drug-related warrants wasn't really a good look. And when she started reaching into the car, Officer Josh remained oblivious to the horrors that awaited him.
Church. Can we step back here?
21 to 23.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Code 3.
Negative, just code 2. So it's just in here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, was there...
Well, I'm about 5 minutes from you.
Hey, look, lady, they're hiring. Dollar General, now hiring.
Is this?
Yes. It's probably another bad week.
13, can I have you starting route? You're about 4 minutes away. Disregard, actually. Disregard on that.
Yeah, I'm not done with that, though. Where's your lighter at?
In the car.
13, it says you're about 7 minutes away.
I'll get it for you in a second, okay?
So you drive
right there
Church
in your
and the Dollar General. Can I have you start across the 23?
You scaring me.
Thank you.
Oh, gotta go for the cigarette. She's stressed out. Look at that kangaroo pouch she's got.
Come on.
Since people pulled over by police can get paranoid and become uncooperative, Officer Josh gave Nicole free roam to make calls and even smoke a cigarette to avoid that. But after discovering drugs in the bag, he moved to detain Nicole. And it was at this instant that everything changed for Officer Josh.
Here, do me a favor, turn.
No, hold
Turn
on.
around.
Don't put me in handcuffs. I haven't done anything wrong.
Ma'am.
No, don't put me.
You're about to get paid. Get down! Get down on the ground!
No! Oh no, he's gonna kill the Wapalo.
Down on the ground!
No!
Why is she freaking out so bad?
Entering her car, Nicole tries to turn the car on and drive off.
Oh yeah, because that's gonna make things better.
She gets tased by the officer, who then tries to drag her out. This
Dude, with all that cushioning she's got, a taser ain't gonna do shit. Taser ain't gonna affect her at all.
Goes on for 20 seconds until Nicole reaches for a gun and then shoots Officer Josh in the chest before getting shot 4 times.
Holy shit, look how big he is. God damn. Damn, he's bigger than she is. Holy fuck. Where the hell is this at? No wonder why he couldn't catch her when she was running around the car. Holy shit.
In the back and thigh area.
23 shots fired! Shots fired!
That's okay, he'll survive. He's got a lot of cushioning.
10-4, 13 keep
So he got shot in the chest. I assumed he shot her too.
that code 3.
Oh no, she's gonna try to drive off.
23, I'm hit.
With multiple gunshot wounds, Nicole somehow drove away from the parking lot. But she didn't get far before crashing by the side of the road. She was transported to a hospital, where she died in surgery 2 hours after the incident. However, Officer Josh...
I don't know if I feel sorry for her, though. She shouldn't have been running away and acting all crazy. That probably could have been prevented.
Also underwent surgery but survived, and was placed on light duty when he returned to work several weeks later.
And the fact she went for her gun and shot him in the chest, I mean, he had every right to shoot her.
Shots fired, I'm down.
That was a Mexico State police officer, minutes after getting called to a gas station by an employee who believed a woman was using drugs in the bathroom. On arrival, he made contact with the employee.
I'm pretty sure she was smoking something in there.
She's in the Cadillac?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she in the Cadillac now? Is there anybody else with her?
There's a man
in the driver's seat. Okay. Thank you.
So the officer knew where the woman was and who she was with, and all he had to do now was to approach her and begin his investigation. This seemed straightforward as he parked behind their car and approached the vehicle, but he remained unaware that minutes later, he would end up in a very...
Now, I will give cops this. I'll give them this. I'm not a big fan of cops, lawyers, or judges, but I will give them this. They never know really what they're walking up on, because a lot of vehicles have tinted windows. You don't really know who's in there. You don't know what they're holding. You don't know what they're carrying. So I will give them that. That is kind of a... They're already at a disadvantage a little bit because they are walking up on something they don't really know what's inside. I'll give them that. But other than that, I'm not a big fan of them.
Fatal situation.
Because a lot of them, when they put their suit on, all of a sudden they think they're God and they're above everybody. Yeah, watch it. Boom. Yeah, there goes your car, dumbass.
5016, Tommy's attempting to flee, ran my car.
Okay, he should be in the car by now. Why doesn't he go ahead and block this dude in? Just ram his car right up on him. See? Block him.
If there's any units
Block his ass
there
in.
to help him.
There you go.
Him through there until he's able to get back in.
Block his ass.
525, can you head out to 5120 and come all units there?
Yeah, where the fuck do you think you're going? Block him, block him.
Perfect, perfect. I like to head that way.
Oh, we're going off-road now. Why ain't you chasing him? Why aren't you following him?
The male driver managed to escape the officer, which led to a high-speed chase of 85 to 100 miles per hour. During the chase, the officer stayed within viewing distance of the suspect, while being sure to share updates with dispatch.
It's going to be a silver Cadillac, female passenger, male driver, dark tinted windows. He is coming out eastbound 333 now. Do you have aircraft?
See, this is why you're never going to outrun cops, people. You know, cops have the advantage, unfortunately. They have radio. So they have numbers. They have multiples and they have radios. So they're always going to catch you. So it never really does you any good to run.
that would be beneficial.
And although he maintained his calm composure during the chase, he made a very major error with dispatch.
501, just to confirm your direction of travel, you are going eastbound, correct?
Apologies, I am westbound now. Sorry about that. Coming up on Mountain Valley.
The officer gave an incorrect location, so backup was nowhere to be found. This meant he was alone with the very wild couple, and keeping a good distance would be wise. But for some reason, after 4 minutes of chase, the officer took a chance to perform a pit maneuver, resulting in great chaos.
There you go. Come on, get him.
Pit maneuver at Cedillo Hill. Vehicle is down.
Immediately, the officer stepped out of the vehicle. The driver of the other vehicle
Now they're going to start shooting, I bet.
Fired several shots at him, and one of them hit the officer in the neck.
Oh.
10-com, shots fired, I'm down.
Damn, he got hit in the neck. How the hell is he still alive?
CENTCOM, I'm hit, bleeding. Subjects are fleeing west. Female and a male. Send me a 55.
55, 501, I'm bleeding. 291, put me on it and advise
Well, you know, for being shot in the neck, he sounds pretty calm.
Gunfire, 49.
But I know that's hard to do in that situation, but if you get shot, you need to try to stay as calm as you can. Because the more worked up you are and the faster your heart's pumping, the quicker you're going to bleed out. So you need to just try to stay calm as you can anyways.
We got gunfire on the overpass at Cedillo Hill.
501, do you have weapon description?
Negative.
Keep in mind that this officer still had a bullet in his neck and had blood literally dripping down, but was still calm and kept updating dispatch.
That's the way
He
to
even
be.
picked up another firearm to arm himself in case the suspects who had run away decided to come back.
See, now I like his attitude. If I'm going to die, I'm not going to go down like a bitch. You know, I'm going to be calm. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. You know?
However, that wasn't needed, as the suspects were long gone and left the officer to deal with his very fatal wound.
All right, man, he's hit right in the neck, right here, about it.
Give me some pressure on it, okay?
All right. This side.
Open this crap up and put these in there.
You see it? He's not bleeding out no more. They already stopped.
Let me get this vest off and just understand. Hold on. The Velcro's like this on the other side. Pull it off very careful because it hurts.
This is a dude that has been in gunfights before. Somebody that hasn't been in gunfights before are very, very panicky. Like they either run away or their adrenaline's like super pumping. This guy he's been in gunfights many times. He's too calm to not have.
28 of Royal Boy Lincoln, 913. Last seen traveling westbound from...
Right here in the neck.
501, Robert.
Give me that radio.
Can I help in any way?
Now he's probably starting to feel the pain now, because usually when you get shot, you don't really notice that you're shot at first because your adrenaline is still pumping. But once the adrenaline wears off, you start to feel the pain.
Just watch traffic for us.
Please. Stop them from coming through. Make them go that way. Radio.
501, I've got some help here.
The officer was taken to the hospital to get further medical treatment, and everyone else got to work. In 24 hours, officers identified the two suspects as Alana Martinez and Caleb Dustin Elledge. They located the home used as their
They look like some pieces of shit.
hideout and then deployed air units, SWAT teams, New Mexico State Police, and K-9 units, all geared to capture the suspects.
Walk to us!
Hey, we're gonna call her.
We're gonna here.
Yeah, now what y'all gonna do? See, you're better off just never doing this bullshit because it's a numbers game. It's almost just like in prison. It's a numbers game. They got more numbers. They will always have more numbers. You're not getting away. They're gonna find you.
What do you see?
Nothing, dude. Okay.
Keep walking. Go and put your other hand back behind me. Is there any?
They don't even want to try to fuck with SWAT, do they? At least they're smart enough to know they're outnumbered.
Anyone else inside the residence?
Hey, bro, what's your name?
Caleb Bastian?
Huh?
Caleb Bastian?
The officers discovered that Caleb had multiple felony charges and was on the run for close to a year for violating parole a third time when he shot the cop. With each violation, his parole officer asked the court to put him behind bars, but those requests didn't stick. Thankfully, the officer has since been released from the hospital and is now recovering with his family.
11 days later, on February 22nd.
See, why would you risk a murder charge and then have to spend the rest of your life in prison? Why even risk it?
UNM Specialties Clinic removed the bullet from my back, and I've been trying to recover ever since.
The last two officers in this video didn't expect to be ambushed.
Okay, there's our first Wapalo. Dude, that dude is fucking huge, dude. Like, how's he even a cop?
But that wasn't the case for Deputy Aaron Blaze, who took extra steps to ensure his safety.
You mind putting down the back window, please, for me? All right, awesome.
But still ended up in a fight for his life after pulling this car over for a dark tint.
Uh-oh.
I'm Deputy Blaze with the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. Before I asked you for any information, the reason I'm pulling you over is because your windows up here way too dark per statute.
Okay, I don't agree with this bullshit. I don't agree with it at all. You know, cops get to have tinted windows. They got some dark-ass tinted windows. If they can have tinted windows, we should be able to have dark tinted windows. We can't see you, you can't see me. I think that's fair.
Okay, so if you could do me a favor, just roll this window about halfway up. That's good, right there.
And really, that's just being petty. Is he really there for the dark tinted windows? I think that's his excuse, just to probably prod this guy and try to find something bigger.
So in the state of Florida, the front window can be 25%, back window can be 15%, okay? The lower the number, the darker the tint. Your front window is measuring at 3%.
Hey, this is in Florida, my home state.
Okay? So
I thought it went by the back window, I thought.
No, so as you can see, 3. What that means is only 3% of the outside ambient light is getting through your window. Okay, that's why they do that way.
This is some nitpicky bullshit right here.
Do you have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
Hey, why don't we take that same measurement and go back to your car and check the tint on your windows? If your tint's the same or worse than mine, then I'm free to leave.
The stop began quite normally, with the driver Rocky Rudolph seemingly calm and even sharing a laugh with the deputy.
Living the dream.
I see you on the trail, looking like what the hell happened.
2513. This is the registration right here.
Okay.
It's saying it's I guess your birthday's probably on the 5th. Is it? Yeah. So ultimately it's technically expired.
Yeah.
But we don't cite for that. There's case law that says it goes to the end of the month.
Yeah.
So you need to get that changed.
Yeah, I will.
Right?
I'm doing this new project down here, that homeless community thing they doing.
Okay.
I'm building that there, working down there, building on that and stuff.
Mr. Rudolph, is there any reason why there would be a faint of weed coming out of your vehicle?
See, that's why he really pulled him over. He wasn't pulling him over for the tint. That was just the excuse. So that he could get him to roll down his window, see if he could smell drugs or find drugs. He really wasn't pulling him over for the tint.
But just as the stop was coming to an end, Deputy Aaron made a troubling observation that would turn Rocky's smile upside down.
Mr. Rudolph. Yes, sir. Is there any reason why there would be a faint of weed coming out of your vehicle? Do you smoke? Do you have any friends that smoke? Anything like that?
No, sir. Just black and mild. Probably black and mild smoke.
No, I know the difference between black and mild smoke and this and that. Do you have any marijuana in the car?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, you're getting nervous now.
So there's no marijuana in the car at all? Okay.
In the morning.
All right. Can you do me a favor and just shut the car off for me?
What happened, sir?
Huh? Well, I smell marijuana, and you don't have a card, so I'm not. Listen. I'm not concerned with some personal use.
Look, man.
It doesn't.
I don't smoke marijuana, but I say just fucking legalize it everywhere. It grows naturally. It's no worse than somebody getting drunk all the time. Let's fucking legalize it. But something tells me this dude's fixing to lose his wife lose his life over some weed. He's probably gonna lose his wife too.
Don't warrant my time.
Black and mild.
Would you mind shutting the car off, please? Huh?
I'm smoking a black and mild.
I understand. Just shut the car off for me, please. Okay? All right. 2513, someone. Step.
Oh, this guy's getting nervous now. Didn't Trump make weed into a class 1? I think he did. I don't know if it's law yet or not. But I know some places in Florida, like it's legal. I think here where I'm at, you got to have a card, have a medical marijuana card or some shit like that. But just make it legal. Might as well.
And if that look tells you anything, it's that Rocky was done cooperating with the deputy. And things would escalate very, very quickly.
Of course, he looks nervous now.
It's no big deal. I mean, I'm not.
You gonna like take me from a glass into marijuana, bro?
Listen. Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Uh-oh.
Do me a favor. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. See, I think the cop is at fault here because the cop is escalating this, raising his voice. Oh shit. It's gonna get bad.
Stop!
Driving off with him.
Put it in park!
See, I don't think the cop should be able to do that. He's not pointing a weapon at him at all. I understand he's trying to drive off, but don't point a gun at the dude. All that's going to do is escalate it. It's going to make him even more nervous.
Put your hands up!
He's not pointing a weapon.
Sir, I'm telling you! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! I swear to God! Put your hands up!
Rocky then tries.
See, this is that God complex I'm talking about. Like, they put the uniform on, and then all of a sudden they think they're God.
To reach for the officer's gun, forcing him to shoot at him while dangling outside his car window, but not for long.
Oh, he must have shot him.
The deputy was dragged through a 100-yard distance before falling off the car window to rest on the side of the road. A manhunt led to Rocky's capture within 24 hours, and he was taken to jail after being
Oh, I thought he shot him. I thought that's why he crashed.
treated for a gunshot wound to the leg. He
He
seemed
did shoot him
greatly
in the
frightened
leg.
during the incident, and his actions appeared to be an impulsive reaction.
But see, the cop kind of escalated that. As soon as he pulled the firearm, started reaching the vehicle. I mean, I don't think the cop should have been able to pull his firearm. Now, if the dude pulled a gun on him or a knife, but the guy didn't pull anything. He wasn't pointing anything at him. All that over some weed. Really?
The judge gave him 30 years, and still his family was furious.
I just want to apologize for my unintentional actions.
He got 30 years for some weed. Well, maybe because he was dragging the cop. But he didn't point a weapon at him. He didn't run him over. I mean, he did try to drive off with the cop. 30 years over some weed. Is that really worth it?
I didn't mean any harm, to the officer to say.
But this theory would appear to be false, as Rocky's prosecution stated that he was a habitual felony offender with at least
Okay, Well, now I don't feel sorry for him. If you got a laundry list and you've got a record that's like 2-3 pages long, I don't know that I feel sorry for you.
20 felony convictions on his record. Rocky was faced with a long list of charges, including attempted manslaughter, aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Deputy Aaron was treated for non-life-threatening injuries and released from the hospital. Some people argued that he was the instigator in this incident. But this next officer had only himself to blame after challenging a mentally unstable man to
See, now that's fucking stupid. See, this one here, I would probably say the cop is at fault. Like I said, you don't ever want to be egotistical because you never know how far the other person's ready to go. The other person might be ready to die. They don't give a fuck.
a fight.
You called me retarded.
Say that shit again.
You're mental.
And this was the moment he realized that was a very bad idea that would lead to a mental...
See? See, cop got egotistical. Called him mental. I wouldn't put up with that bullshit either.
The unstable man taking his gun from him.
Yeah.
This chaotic incident happened when a 27-year-old male named Keisha...
You know what I always say the worst thing is give a weak man power. Those are probably the most dangerous people in society, is giving a weak man power. Giving him a powerful position. Whether it be a cop, a judge, a lawyer, a CEO of a company, give a weak man power, and that is the most dangerous people in society.
John Sims entered a police department lobby in emotional distress.
I need to make a complaint so I can get finished today.
Welcome, get finished.
Manifestation bullshit.
Manifestation?
Yes, manifestation bullshit.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
I need to talk to like your chief or something.
The chief only talks to people if they make an appointment. You have to make an appointment with the chief to see him.
I have to call him or something.
Okay.
Requesting to speak with the chief of police regarding manifestations of some sort wasn't the usual kind of appointment. And considering Sims appeared to be serious about his request, the officer thought he had mental troubles. But the problem began when he tried to tell him that.
Yeah, but everybody you need to talk to...
Yeah, don't fucking tell somebody that's already unhinged that they're fucking mental.
You want to talk to, or you have to make an appointment to see them. Well, that's the way it's going to be. You can say no all you want. Okay.
See, there's that God complex coming out in him.
I have someone who actually needs help. Can you have him? Sir, don't be difficult. Just, there's no one that will talk to you.
Probably will.
No. Yeah. Because you're talking.
He said probably will. He's like, you're going to see in a second, somebody's going to be talking to me.
Talking about some kind of manifestation. It's that, you know what that tells me?
What?
That you're mental.
You're fucking retarded. Say that shit again.
You're mental.
Ooh.
Say it to my face.
Oh. Okay, see, first of all, here comes the God complex. He hurt his ego. So now he's going to go out there. Like, the cops shouldn't even have went out there. He should have just stayed in where he was at.
The officer likely wasn't wrong about Sims being mental, but he was about to find out just how mental he truly was.
Say it.
You have to leave now, sir.
Or what?
You have to leave now, sir.
Call someone right the fuck
I'm not calling anyone.
Yeah,
you have to leave.
Why?
Leave.
Make me leave.
Leave.
Make me leave.
Make you leave?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Make me leave.
See, this cop's a fucking pussy. He said, make me leave. Did you see how he stuttered? Didn't say a word. This cop is weak. I'm not saying they're all that way, but this one is.
Make sure this is on. You have to leave, sir.
Make me leave. Say that shit again.
You called me retarded.
Say that shit again.
You're mental.
Yep, there you go. Tom.
You're fucking mental, bro. Fuck out. Think I'm playing, bro?
Huh? Ain't nobody fucking mental. Fucking call somebody so I can fucking talk to someone.
Get off me.
Damn, he got wrecked. His ego just got checked.
Say that shit again.
The officer was sent to the ground with a punch to his face, and you'd think he would back down and maybe call for backup after seeing.
Nope, his ego is going to get to him. He hurt his pride. So his ego's taking over now.
Sims was unhinged, but that is the exact opposite of what he does.
Say that shit again.
He goes at him.
Say that shit again. We can do this all day.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
This time, the officer was punched twice and fell to the ground as quickly as he got up. But then he did something that would place himself and everyone in the building in grave danger.
Yeah.
Okay. Time out. This is where you need to learn a lesson. Never pull a firearm unless you plan on using it. Period. Don't flash it. Don't show it. Don't pull it for intimidation. If you pull it, you better use it. Because if you don't, the other person might get it from you. Then you're in trouble. Something tells me he pulled it and didn't use it. And he's going to get it.
Fucking bullshit. Not today. Yeah. Y'all hear this shit out here?
Who is it? I have no idea.
Giving an irate person access to a firearm could have started a fatal gunfight in the police station. But thankfully, officers came just in time to prevent him from reaching for the gun.
I'm gonna get all.
Well, that officer's ego got checked.
What's your first name? Fuck you. That's what it is.
Fuck you.
Yeah, grab my nuts. I'm calling the cops on.
See, if that dude would have just stayed in his little whatever he was in and just called for backup, called his buddy, said, hey, we got somebody out here that just ain't right. And they could have handled that totally differently, but he let his ego get in check. Or let his ego get hurt. And he had to go out there. And that dude checked his ego, man.
It's not how you do this shit. Yeah. You want to suck my dick while you at it?
You want to suck my dick while you're at it?
You want to look down there or something? Or you want?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, stay on. You do first punch, fag. That's why I got you.
Damn. This dude's, I don't know what the hell this dude's problem is.
He came in wanting to speak to somebody over me.
Don't try
and then he starts talking about some kind of manifestation happening.
Exactly.
So I told him, nobody's going to talk to you because you're acting like a mental.
No.
He got mad because I called him mental.
Exactly.
Sims was charged with aggravated robbery, assault on a police officer, resisting arrest, and obstructing arrest. He remains jailed after being handed a $100,000 bond. The officer was examined at a health center and was returned to duty, with the police department considering additions to de-escalation training for their officers.
But see, this was another example of somebody that had the uniform on and the badge and thought they were God. I'm not saying all cops are like that, but a big majority of them are, man. I hate to say that.
But the next officer was powerful.
But then again, what are you going to do? If you do get in trouble, who are you going to call? You gotta have cops. I'm not a fan of them, but I understand you got to have them. You don't have them, you have chaos. So I don't know really what the right answer would be.
Against the fatal situation he found himself in, and no one is certain what exactly happened to him.
But again, with no blood test taken at the hospital, we may never know for sure what made him pass out. Now,
on June 4th, 2021, the San Diego Sheriff's Department arrived to investigate an alleged break-in at an apartment. They had taken the suspect to a hospital and began a search of his vehicle when deputies found what appeared to be drugs inside.
Fentanyl or what?
Oh.
I mean, white powder.
Oh, you know what he's going to do? He's going to touch that fentanyl, and it don't take much. And he's going to end up overdosing. A lot of them need to go through stringent psychological testing. For real. They really do.
So I'm like,
Do you have an N95 mask?
I don't have one.
No? Okay, then just take a step back, and if you don't have an N95...
We put it in our plastic bag.
So, what...
Knowing full
Yeah, you don't even want to be around the fentanyl. You even breathe that shit in too much, you're going to go pass out.
well that fentanyl is a strong opioid about 50 times more powerful than heroin, which has caused a wave of overdose deaths among people who consume it. The officer decided to clear out the area and find a safer alternative. An N95 mask wasn't available, but a Narcan spray was, and the officers had no idea how important that would be to this incident.
If you want to move on to the stuff on the ground, and if you want to do the other side, just be careful where you're breathing and what you're doing, okay? Where's our Narcan at?
Go ahead.
It's in driver's side.
What do you want on the mail?
Is it true narc?
Yeah. Clear it.
I've never used it. So as long as you know how.
And they're going to go in there anyways?
Both deputies.
That's stupid. You don't go in there. If you think there's fentanyl there, you need to be wearing a mask of some kind. 'Cause all you got to do is touch some of that shit or breathe some of it. And you're done.
David 5A and Scott Crane never used Narcan before, and while they would have preferred not to, they were seconds away from finding out how it truly works. Meanwhile, 5A had finished his over 10-minute search of the vehicle, which uncovered a gun and 3 bags filled with white substances.
Back there, just start.
Oh, see?
Copy that.
And he's been breathing it and touching it, man. That's exactly what's going to happen. It don't take much. And you wouldn't think it is. Like, hey, as long as I got gloves on and, I'm not snorting it, I'll be good. Nope. All you got to do is breathe a little bit of it.
You want to do it on our hood or on the trunk?
Do it on the trunk.
Okay.
92.4 Apron Boulevard, State Street.
So now, all that was left was testing out the substances to confirm what they were, and then bagging them. But these 2 simple steps would turn out to be very, very deadly for the officers.
Through the plastic.
Yeah, they're both... I wouldn't be surprised if they both drop. Would not surprise me.
And and we just got fentanyl too, so. Yeah.
919 FD97.
All right, sorry, dude. All right, bye. It tested positive for fentanyl.
They're gonna go.
Yeah, both of them did.
They're gonna drop.
I still have another bag.
And he's got one more bag, so it's probably gonna be the same. Yeah. Methamphetamine.
That's
That looks like heroin. Oh, is it? Oh, it's white. Oh, I was looking at the brown. Okay. Watch your face close to that
Not
shit.
wearing a mask, so stupid.
Yeah.
He's fixing to find out why.
That stuff's no joke, dude. It's super dangerous. Gotta be really careful. I hate dealing with it.
And with confirmation that there were 2 bags of fentanyl and 1 bag of methamphetamine, what happened next created a very controversial and life-threatening series of events.
There he goes.
All 6, start me 1141 for my partner. You alright, dude?
Yep, he's out. See, a lot of people don't know that, man. You don't have to touch the fentanyl. All you got to do is breathe it. You don't even have to snort it. You just breathe a little bit of it, and you're going out.
6 code cover. Hey, dude. Wake up. Hey, buddy.
You remember for 91.6, you know?
Yes, code cover.
Code cover for 91.6, you tell me.
All 6, I need 1141. Code 3.
Cover. Unit for 435.
Hey, buddy. Just breathe, buddy. Breathe. Breathe. It's alright. Breathe. 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 Breathe.
You got fentanyl overdose.
It's alright. It's alright, buddy. You're okay.
Only reason I know that is because I seen it, man. Where I had one of my renters, I had no idea that she was on fentanyl. My old neighbor gave her 11-year-old fentanyl laced with Percocet. Her daughter died. Yeah, so the only reason I know this is because I had one of my renters. I'm trying to get rid of the rental properties now, but one of my renters, I didn't know she was, had no idea she was hooked on that shit. But she she had somebody come over. I don't know if it was family or a friend or something, but that's how I know you don't even have to touch it or even like all you got to do is just breathe it. You don't even have to really touch it. It's because she had fentanyl in the house, and either it was, I don't know if it was a friend or family member, came over, didn't even touch it, didn't even snort it, but she went to sleep, never woke up. She had no idea. Like when she found her in the morning, she was already dead. And I heard that the cops were called and they came out, they carried her body out. But yeah, she never done fentanyl. She didn't touch it. She wasn't even near it. As a matter of fact, the fentanyl was found like a room, like one or two rooms back. Yeah, it doesn't, you don't even have to touch it. All you gotta do is breathe it. It's crazy.
Breathe. It's okay. I got you. Breathe.
91.6 Premier and 435 TOB.
It's okay. Breathe. It's okay. Breathe. It's okay.
Yeah, whatever. Do
Bye-bye,
drugs
you
at
okay?
home than a
Talk to
party?
me.
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
How about this? How about no drugs at all? Maybe teach your kids that drugs kill people.
Don't be sorry. You're okay. Don't be sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about. I got you, okay? I'm not gonna let you die. It's okay. Just focus on your breathing, okay? Focus on it. I need Narcan! It's okay. You're breathing. You're okay.
Bye. Look at me, bud. Look at me.
Focus, okay?
Look at me in my eyes. You're doing good, okay?
You're breathing.
Help us on the way. You're gonna.
It's okay.
No.
Don't be sorry. Just focus on breathing, okay?
Sorry. Yep.
Hey, Dave. Nothing to be sorry about, okay? You're okay, Dave. It's all right.
Well, see, that was a hard lesson learned. It's a good thing they had Narcan there. But see, a lot of people don't know that, man. Fentanyl, that's why fentanyl is so dangerous. People think you got to ingest it, like you got to eat it, or you got to snort it, or whatever, or inject it. No. All you got to do is breathe just a little bit of it. You're going out. But yeah, that's what happened to the renter I had when she had that friend come over. And I was the one that had to, as a matter of fact, she called me first. I was like, why the fuck are you calling me? Call 911. See, I didn't know at this time that she was even doing drugs. Like, I had no idea. And I was like, why are you calling me? Call 911. Well, the reason she didn't want to call 911 is because she had drugs in the house. I didn't know that at the time. So when I got there and I seen that she was dead, I was like, it's like I'm calling 911, and she kept yelling and fighting with me, like, no, don't call 911. I'm like, no, I'm calling 911. You got a dead person in your house, you know? And I'm glad I didn't stay in there long because I had a feeling that something had happened. I figured it was drugs at that point. But yeah, man, the poor lady, she didn't, as far as I know anyway, she didn't do any drugs or anything. She just happened to breathe it. And that's what I found out later is that, she didn't do drugs at all, man. She just happened to be in the vicinity of it and she went off to sleep, didn't think nothing of it, and she never woke up. Just went right off. I mean, if that's how I had to go, that's how I would like to go.
You're gonna be fine, bud. You're doing great.
You're awake. Hey, dude. We're a family. There's nothing to be sorry about, okay? That's why I hate this fucking garbage.
You're doing great, bud. As soon as you get his belt off, let's get him on his. You're gonna get him on.
We have fentanyl, so we've already done 3 Narcans.
Okay, I'm not going to administer another one unless he starts to lose.
No, we're good.
Okay.
He doesn't need another one. You're okay, bud.
You're doing great, bud.
Considering Deputy 5A was just done putting all the drugs in a plastic bag when he fell straight to the ground, the officer thought his situation was a result of the fentanyl intake. Luckily for him, he had an experienced partner who immediately went back to training and saved his life. But this, unfortunately, wasn't the end of 5A's troubles.
5-eye. Hey.
Give him another dose, dude.
Hey.
Hey, hit him up, dude. He's got OD at this thing. Give him another dose, guys. All right. Another dose, come on.
Yeah, I got it.
Boy, he must have got a lot in his system, boy. If they had 3 bags of fentanyl, dude, he probably inhaled a bunch.
I just gave him one.
What in the fuck is taking so long?
Dave, keep your eyes open, okay, bud?
Focus, bud.
Sensitive to the light.
I know. You feel like you want to throw up or anything, dude?
Just a little bit. So lightheaded.
What's that?
Lightheaded, dizzy. The light.
You want to roll on your side, dude?
I'm sorry, 914 still at the hospital with the attention people.
Eventually, paramedics arrived, and 5A was taken to the hospital alongside Deputy Crane, who mentioned that he had several similar reactions throughout the ride there. Although the county sheriff, Bill Gore, concluded that Deputy 5A had suffered an overdose from incidental contact with fentanyl, medical professionals have since countered this with claims that it could have been a panic attack from fear that he was handling such dangerous drugs.
Yeah, no, panic. That's not a panic attack. You fucking panic attacks. You don't just fucking pass out, dude. You don't fucking pass out. No, that was from breathing in the fentanyl.
However, Deputy 5A was not given a toxicology screening after the incident, so we'll never know for sure what caused his reaction. But everyone, including
I don't know anybody that's ever had a panic attack that just fucking dropped like that. I don't think so.
Officer 5A, knows that the power to stay alive was not in his hands.
I was trying to gasp for breath, but I couldn't breathe at all.
5-Eye, you okay? Talk to me. Oh, no. I'm sorry. You're okay. Don't be sorry. I'm trying to not let him go. Like, I wanted him to know he wasn't alone.
But as crazy as this case was, the next officers had their world literally turned upside down in a split second. On May 2nd, 2022, a Milwaukee patrol squad containing 2 officers was driving through an intersection when a reckless driver ran a red light and crashed into them, leaving the officers in great shock.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Just hang out.
I'm trying to.
Just hang out.
Damn.
I'm good.
I've never been in a car accident.
Never been in a car accident. Well, you've been in one now. That's a hell of a one for your first one.
Take a deep breath.
Thank you, Joseph.
Take a deep breath.
They still suffer, bro. Yeah, they did.
I'd like to respond. 5214, 5217 responding at 10-4 to Blackman. 5214, 16 you responding?
Just take a deep breath. Just take some deep breaths. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just relax. Okay, try.
Now that there, what she's doing, that's probably a panic attack.
Hey, look at me. 233, your fire code. It's okay. We're okay. Are you hurt?
Even while in a very improper position, the male officer was able to calm his female partner, who seemed to be experiencing great anxiety as a result of the crash. Soon enough, officers arrived at the scene and something unexpected happened.
I'm good. Yeah. Get her.
Bless you, bro.
Are you alright? I'm good.
Damn, what'd they get hit by?
Is she okay?
She's okay.
Was that a Kia Soul?
Considering
Yeah, she's having a panic attack. That's what a panic attack looks like. You don't pass out.
The officers were put in that position by a citizen. It was cheerful to see other citizens working together to bring them out of it.
Everywhere. I'm surprised she didn't hit me, man. That was me right there. What happened? She blew the red light. Okay. She blew the red light. That's my truck right there. I seen her. She used the squad car.
Yeah, she was hauling ass.
She fucking ran right into it. There she go right there. She blew the red light. Hey. Hold on. Hey. Hey, she's right there. She's right there. She's right there. She blew the red light? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, positive, bro.
Why you gotta grab that guy? Like, why you gotta grab him? Like he's gonna run away.
Look at this shit. Just hang out here for a minute, right? I'm sorry. Hey, we got a witness right here. We got a good witness. Yeah.
Firefighters soon arrived and
One lady's like, I can't stay. I gotta go. I got shit to do. All right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. This was a good stream, man. I appreciate everybody being here with me. Christy, everybody on Kick, everybody on Rumble, YouTube. I appreciate you guys, man. But I should be here hopefully tomorrow, probably between like 5, I want to say between 5 and 8, 5 or 9 Eastern time. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being with me, man. This has been fun. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, y'all.